If you're in the game, then the stroke's the word. Stroke me, stroke me. Could be a winner, boy, I knew quite well. Stroke me, stroke me. Stroke me, stroke me. You got your number down. Stroke me, stroke me. Say you're a winner, I beg you to sit it down.
Play-by-play action throughout tonight's contest. Joining me in the broadcast tonight, handling the color commentary and the instant analysis, the best man in the business, Tony Burns. Be back with you again in this capacity.
David, I'm so looking forward to this. It looks like a good crowd's turning out. But a little bit hotter today than what I thought it was, and you and I look like we were already in about halftime with as much shine as we have.
I tell you, I'm already on my fourth shirt of the day, and it's been quite a production getting things set up here. We're glad to be here at BOSSMAN Productions. Guys, Ken James, our executive producer, he'll be the man behind the curtain. He'll be pushing the buttons, moving the levers. He'll be the one getting us out tonight. Ken, thank you for everything that you do. Also want to recognize the broadcast. We're going to have a sponsor each and every quarter and the pregame. Our exclusive sponsor for tonight's pregame is Josh Godwin, proprietor of David's Catfish and Popeye's Chicken. Thank you, Josh, for all you do. Thank you for supporting this broadcast. For those of you watching in on the social media, we appreciate that. Once again, the best place to watch the game here tonight is going to be in the stadium. Already a pretty good crowd on hand. People continue to come in. If you can't get to the stadium, we'd love to watch it with you here on BOSSMAN Productions. We'd invite you to like the page, make comments, share the video as much as possible. It'll be as much fun as you will make it. Tony, talking about the doing it with the Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitter, we really encourage interaction. That's what makes it fun. It can take the broadcast in a total different direction. Looking forward to having a good time with everybody tonight.
That's exactly right. And you guys out there at home, y'all participate. We're BOMC player of the game from Miller and the Neal side, and a lot of that's going to be depending on your votes. Of course, what we see out here on the field as well, but participate in that, your vote means something.
I tell you what, people starting to come in as we speak. Corey Maxwell, a former teammate of both of you and mine. First one in, Scott Hillman's in. Big Blue, Donna Holland in as well. Go Big Blue. Heather Nelson Sims in as well. Let's go Big Blue. Johnny Folsom, the legendary band director, T.R. Miller in as well. Welcome one, welcome all. This is for everybody. This is not the T.R. Miller broadcast. This is not the WSN broadcast. Are both obviously rooted on the Bruton side of things, the T.R. Miller side of things, but we're going to call this one down the middle. If it's a big hit, we're going to get excited. If it's a touchdown, we're going to get excited. If it's good play by anybody, we're going to get excited. We don't care what the kid's address is. We're going to have a good time tonight. It's going to be a good time here tonight. Things getting a little chippy up in the press box, but once again, this is a major production. It's been a 2-3 day setup. We were here last night till 2:30 in the stadium trying to run cable. A lot of testing taking place. I think we're getting things worked out, and hopefully it'll be a pretty smooth broadcast for everyone watching.
Yeah, and you've got to understand, this isn't a hard cable. It's going to be like an ESPN network. There'll be some bugs, and as the game goes on, we'll get them straightened out. But be patient, bear with us. We're trying to bring something new and unique for the people that can't be here, that can't be in East Bruton, and still want to make you be part of the battle or let you be part of the battle. So it doesn't matter Bill or Japan. We're going to try to bring it to you. So be patient with some of these bugs. We'll wear it out. That we'll get them straightened out. Ken James is one of the best in the business.
Brock Tessendori in from California. That's Travis Tessendori's a family member. Listen, glad to have him in. Look forward to having more in. Let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to announce as many as we can. It'll be hard to catch everybody, but we will do the best we can throughout the broadcast. Also, let's go ahead and start breaking down tonight's action just a little bit, Tony, if we can. Let's take a look at the different units for both teams, where the advantages may be, where some of the big good matchups will be for the night. Let's start. It goes without saying at any level, pee-wee, high school, college, pro, you get it done in the trenches, you have a better chance to win the ball game. Let's start there and look at the matchups. We'll start with the visitors from T.R. Miller. Tell us what we know and tell us who to look for throughout the night's ball game.
Well, we know they have an experienced offensive line, and their bell cows will be Johnson, Nobles, and Atkinson. They're all seniors. This will be their last ball game, their last go-around. There's no playoff action for them, so you've got to know that they will be extra fired up, and this is extra special. WS Neal's offensive line, they've been riddled all year by injuries. They're actually on their third string center, but they do have a pretty salty bunch. I wouldn't say that they're the biggest group WS Neal's ever had. Our defensive line should be a little bit bigger. Our offense, or T.R. Miller's offensive line, I'm sorry, I have to get out of that habit, David. But T.R. Miller's offensive line and defensive line should outweigh WS Neal. But we talking to Coach Williams. He was telling us that it was a real salty bunch, that they were lacking in size but not in heart.
Well, I tell you talked about the injuries that WS Neal's experienced here in the early part of the football season. They lost their first two centers the first half of the season. They're down to center number 3. It's a young man, it's a freshman. He liked them a lot. When a man goes down, it's extra crucial that your leadership steps up around him. P.J. Lovelace will be a man to watch on the offensive front for the WS Neal Blue Eagles. He's the bell cow. He's the big senior. Very, very athletic young man. I've had him in baseball. He is a better person than he is a player, and he's a heck of a football player tonight. I think you're going to like watching him play. You hit on T.R. Miller. It's going to start with that right side. It's going to start with Trentez Johnson, Chris Nobles, and Hayden Atkinson, like you mentioned. Both teams kind of wing T-oriented, want to establish the run, want to be able to get in there and stay in third and short. That'll be crucial for both teams. That'll be something to watch as the game rocks on. If teams are in third and short or able to convert, they're going to stand a better chance to win the ball game here tonight.
Yeah, and for WS Neal to, I don't want to say have a shot because that's wouldn't be accurate, but WS Neal to win the ball game, they're going to have to compete on both sides of the line of scrimmage. They're going to be outside, like we talked about. They're going to have to use technique on the offensive side and to try to occupy their men. On the defensive side, they're going to have to control their gaps. They shouldn't go into a game tonight thinking, I've got to get a sack. They should go tonight thinking, I need to control. I need to plug that hole and then let somebody from the backside or the secondary come up and make the tackle.
Tom Ogletree in from Dothan, Alabama. He's one of the great T.R. Miller Tigers of all time. Welcome, Tom. Thanks for joining us on the broadcast. Kelly Miller Ball in from Escambia Avenue. My hood as well. Carrie Hart Sawyer Piss in. Welcome, Carrie. Catherine Gotti from California, 2 now from the left coast, Central Valley, cheering on number 56, Chris Nobles. And well, Barbara Burnham in on the broadcast from Opelika, Alabama. Welcome, Miss Burnham. Glad you're with us as well. And Weena Dawkins Bell, go Neal Eagles. Johnny Boyd in as well. Ray Stewart, Earl Cook, my man, sitting up there on about the 40-yard line somewhere on the rail. He's been there for many years. Welcome, Earl. Thanks you for joining the broadcast. Let's keep moving on through the scouting report tonight and where we think the matchups and how they'll go across the board. Let's move out to the perimeter positions just a little bit. Tony, start with the wide receivers. Once again, with the visitors from T.R. Miller, a lot has not been asked of the wideouts from the Tigers most of the year. I'm not sure how many receptions the group has total, probably less than 10. That is not where the strength of the Tiger offense lies. Any production they get out there will be bonus. However, they are expected to be physical. They are expected to be blocked. See long runs, you can bet those wide receivers are knocking down defensive backs 15, 20 yards down the field.
Well, that's going to be crucial. If Miller wants to get outside and sustain anything on the outside, the wide receivers will have to do their job blocking.
Over on WS Neal, kind of converse a little bit. The wide receivers for WS Neal have been a huge weapon throughout the season. Jacoby Hawthorne, Matt Hutchins, and Jennings Hobbs, 3 very athletic kids, have been making plays consistently throughout the year. Jacoby probably the game breaker of the bunch, but watch out for Jennings Hobbs. I've had him. He's a great competitor. He's very physical, probably the biggest and strongest of the bunch. If the Tigers don't account for him, he's a young man that could make a play that has an impact on this football game. That'll be a matchup to watch. Looking at the WS Neal wide receivers, in terms of position versus position, this is probably the biggest disparity on the field that's in the Blue Eagles' favor. Their wide receivers are much deeper and much more talented than the Tigers. That's not knocking the Miller guys. It just is what it is.
Right. And Miller's going to have to play sound in the secondary. Miller's gotten beaten in the secondary this year, but it's not because of necessarily that they weren't in the wrong place. It was just in some of those games they were facing 6'1", 6'2", 6'3" receivers sometimes. They don't necessarily have to fix that with Neal because they don't have anybody of that length and range. So the height matchup may be pretty much the same.
Come on. I'm going to stand. Yeah. Let's move to the quarterbacks real quick. Quarterbacks for TR Miller is going to be probably by committee. It has been most of the year. Seniors Joshua Jolly, Stokes Jennings will take most of the snaps there. Jolly more the running threat. Stokes a little bit better in the passing game. We'll see how Coach Thomas uses to attack the Blue Eagles throughout the ball game. Kind of unsettling there and hard for the Tiger offense to get in a rhythm. If one of them gets hot, I'll probably look for them to stay with that guy. It'll be interesting to see how that unfolds.
Yeah, it's kind of been a rotating chairs of quarterbacks for TR Miller, and you would want to think that Coach would come out and get something established with one single quarterback and try to ride a hot hand.
And then, of course, the quarterback for the WSN Blue Eagles, much more settled. That's going to be Matt Thomas, Massa Jr. You're going to be impressed with him as well, especially his physical skill set. Strong kid, throws the football well down the field, can really spin it, not scared to tuck it down and run it. He's a pretty tough kid. Jacoby Hawthorne will come in a Wildcat package as well. Once again, Jacoby, arguably the most dangerous playmaker on the field for either team. That'll be something to watch. How about you see him also?
Yeah, you would think that TR Miller's going to game plan for him and maybe roll coverage over to him and try to spy him a little bit.
Moving on to the running backs, and once again, we will start with TR Miller, and this is a strong, deep position for the Tigers. Once again, it starts with the seniors, DeMarcus McMillan, Michael Campbell, two big physical backs. They're going to get between the tackles. You're going to see Narcavis Campbell a little bit. You'll see Orlando Gandy as well. Maybe even Walker will come in on a speed sweep also. These guys have to get it done. If the Tigers are going to have any success here tonight, they're going to have to run with good pad level and probably most importantly, take care of the football.
Well, TR Miller, it's impressive the depth they have at running back, and they have talent at running back. And they have really elite size at running back, being led by Michael Campbell, who's 6'2", 6'3", 230, 240-pound range. So that is a very big back for the 3A level. And if they can get him going, smash mouth, run it up the middle, it could be a long night for WSN if they can control the ball and control the clock.
Let's take a short break. I'll tell you what, we've got to round out the WSN running backs real quick, then we'll take a short break. Side of the football, Marvin Maddox. He's the bell cow for the Blue Eagles. He's been doing it all year. He's a home run threat. He can score from anywhere on the field anytime the ball in his hands. The Bonham kid will be another one to watch. He's a freshman. He's going to be real easy to pick out in the uniform. Big, strong, physical kid. Andrew Williams, real excited about him. Has already gotten great production from him this year. Once again, his freshman season, I think in the Thomasville game, he went for 175 yards. Most of that first half. So once again, ball security will be critical for the Blue Eagles as well. If you waste possessions and give the other teams an extra one, you're going to find yourself playing from behind, I would imagine.
Right. Back well, there's a lot of buzz and a lot of excitement about the true freshman. You mentioned Bonham, and we'll see what this will be his Creek, I would assume, and we'll see how he handles this atmosphere.
Very good. We're going to take a short break. Make sure you stay with us. You are watching BOSSMAN Productions, the coverage of the Battle of Myrtle Creek. pregame portion of the broadcast. Once again, brought to you by Josh Godwin, David Catfish, and Popeye's Chicken. Thank you, Josh Godwin. Continue to come in. Chris Crutchfield in the house. Coach Scott Fountain in as well. Welcome, Coach. Good luck this Saturday. Congratulations on a great season to this point. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Also, Kevin Hook's in as well. Following the Eagles. Claudette Ford in. She's pulling for the Tigers. Kathy Miller-Weaver in as well. There's LaDon Simmons. Jeff. Welcome, everybody, to the broadcast. Tony, we just broke down the offense. Let's look at the defense for both teams. Once again, it's going to start down in the trenches. The defensive line that can take control of the football game, minimize the running attack for the opposing team. It's going to go a long ways and determine the winner here tonight. Both teams run heavy on offense. The big uglies up front have got to dig in, got to have good gap containment, gap integrity, and stop that ball carrier before a big game.
That's exactly right. T.R. Miller's defensive line is going to be. Interestingly enough, Samuels was a WSN Blue Eagle last year. He's a junior, and he is a college prospect.
D1 prospect, no doubt. The Tiger defensive line probably the most talented on the field for the Tigers. Like you said, they've got to win on first down. They've got to force third long. For the Blue Eagles, a little more undersized up front. P.J. Love is going to be expected to take some snaps over there. The Madden kid, the Madden kid is going to be a big-time contributor across the defensive front as well. They're going to have to get it done up there also.
And they'll be anchored by Smith and Green. They're going to have to do what we alluded to earlier. They're going to have to plug holes, not worry so much about making tackles, but plug holes and let linebackers and let corners come up and make those tackles. If they get high, they get washed out, Miller could have a big play.
You know, and they're kind of different how they go about it. The Tiger defensive line is expected to be playmakers. They need to be playmakers. If the WSN defensive line can tie up blockers, hold some ground, some double teams, and allow their linebackers to run and make plays, that's kind of how they're more set up. And they've done very well with that, especially with ball games. With depth being a little bit of an issue and a little bit undersized, sometimes that's coming to play late in the ball game. That'll be something to watch also.
And sometimes undersized can be a little bit of an advantage because I look for Lovelace, Smith, Madden, and Green to be a little bit quicker than some defensive linemen that you might. They do some penetration, and Miller does try to run certain plays. That penetration can disrupt timing, and it could cause havoc. But they can't live and die by that. They're going to have good gap control, try to occupy blocks, as you mentioned.
We talked about the linebacker, key players this game as well. For the and also clean things up. The defensive line misses. They're led by senior Ty Lett. He leads the team in interceptions. Wherever the ball is, you're going to see number 6. He likes to run. He likes to hit. He will make his presence on here tonight. DeMarcus McMillan. He's going to play a lot of running back and to play a lot of outside linebacker along with Sue Campbell. Those guys are very impactful players as well. They need to be big tonight for the Tigers.
Lett and McMillan, you should expect to hear their name early and often. They are ball hawks. They will be around the ball every snap.
Then also, if we move it in and we talk Neal linebackers, it starts and stops with Mateo Smith. He's going to be number 51, going to play some offensive line. Probably the best from a physical standpoint to get it done. But don't underestimate Matt Hutchins. Don't underestimate Cade Sims. It's not always the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fighting dog. So watch the linebacker play. That'll be crucial as well.
Yeah. We keep harping about it. I don't know if you can hear me, but the man is fired up out on the field, and I can't hear myself.
I tell you, it is electric inside the stadium, and of course, you and I have talked about it being in here and playing. It's going to be a full capacity before we kick this thing off, but there is nothing like the Battle of Murder Creek. It's the granddaddy of them all. It's going to be a great one here tonight. Can't wait to get this thing kicked off.
You feel a good electricity in the air. It's actually starting to cool off a little bit, and it's really getting to feel like football weather right now.
And I tell you, you talk about the Battle of Murder Creek. We're going to talk about the guys tonight. But right here joining me now, these are the guys that ensure that there's going to be a Battle of Murder Creek in years to come. J-Man, come on. J-Man, you come on. Come here. Right here. Here, try to get lined up here up front. I'm going to come here in front of you. Joining us now, some of the young Tigers, some of the young Blue Eagles. We're going to get a comment, a name from them. First, guys, I want you to introduce yourself. I want you to talk about what grade you're in, who's going to win the ball game tonight, and what's the score going to be.
Will Clark. I think the score's going to be 16, and I'm in 3rd grade. And what was that?
Who's going to win, TR Miller or Neal?
TR Miller.
What position do you want to play when you get in high school?
Quarterback.
All right, who's next?
Cole McMillan. I think the score is going to be 21-14. TR Miller. I'm in 3rd grade. Whenever I'm quarterback.
All right, next man up. Here we go, Blue Eagle. Name, grade, and the score of the ball game. Who's going to win it?
Neal.
Give me your name first.
CJ Gibson.
What grade?
4th.
What's the score of the game going to be tonight?
28-7.
28-7. Who's going to win?
Neal.
All right, here we go. Next up.
Easton Grace.
What grade you in, Easton?
4th.
4th grade. Who's going to win the ball game tonight?
Neal.
What's the score going to be?
28-21.
Who's your favorite WSN football player?
Kobe.
Who?
Kobe.
What about your brother, Kenny Hobbs? Come on, Easton, come on. Tough crowd here tonight. Tough crowd. Jacoby's a good one, too. All right, J-Man, give it to me.
I'm Jay-Shawn Jones. I'm in the 5th grade. We're going to win 28-0.
28-0. Shout out to the Blue Eagles. Who's your favorite WSN football player?
Jacoby.
Jacoby, all right. Jacoby Hawthorne has a pretty big fan club. Get the cup ball game.
Jacoby Hawthorne's my favorite Neal player too, DJ.
Yes, he is. I tell you what, that right there ensures this rivalry is going to go on forever and ever, and it should. It's one of the best in the world. I don't think it takes a back seat to any game around. And those are going to be the next guys we're going to be watching up here in years to come.
We had fun talking to some of the other guys last night on the bridge. And in case you missed that, you can go to BOSSMAN Productions Facebook page and pull it up. It's archived. And Coach Williams has a lot of pressure on him because about 3/4 of those little fellas last night, when they predicted the score, predicted a shutout. So Coach Williams has a lot of pressure on him.
All right, we're going to take another short break. We're going to head up the press box. Make sure you stay with us. Kickoff on the way. You are listening to the Battle of Murder Creek, a BOSSMAN production. And we are back at Blue Eagle Stadium. Teams making their way back on the field. Pregame portion of the competition in the books. Seniors coming out, captains coming out. Here for the Neal Blue Eagles, number 12, Jacoby Hawthorne. Number 5, Matt Hutchins. Number 6, Marvin Maddox. And number 52, P.J. Lovelace. Across the way for the T.R. Miller Tigers, the seniors as a whole coming out. They will be led by their permanent tri-captains, number 31, DeMarcus McMillan, number 27, Joshua Jolly, and number 48, Todd Watson. I tell you what, Tony, now it starts to get real. Now the goosebumps start to pop up. Everybody on their feet in the house, both teams in their respective end zones. It's time to get it on and throw down.
It's such an exciting time right now, DJ. You look out there, Miller brought a good crowd. The spirit lines for both sides stretch from the end zone to almost the 50-yard line. Miller's actually looks a little bit longer, so if we're keeping score, it's already 1-0 TR Miller.
We appreciate everybody on the broadcast. Zebedee Bryan from the left coast as well. Had 3 now from California. Welcome, Zeb. Marcus Hall in also. His wife, Valerie Monroe, a cheerleader back when I was in school. One of my favorites of all time. Big Q in the house also. There's Gaga Cindy Moore. Welcome, Cindy. Jim Hildreth in as well. Dan Thomas, class of 1966. I can tell you, he was one of the great ball players of all time at T.R. Miller. Dan Thomas, 102-pound scat back home run hitter. Everybody remembers that guy. We appreciate all the comments. Let us know you're in. Let us know where you're from. Tell us your favorite story. Tell us who you're pulling for. Tell us anything. We enjoy the interaction. Comment, like the page, share the video. It'll be as much fun as you make it. Coin toss has been completed. T.R. Miller will receive the ball to start the game here tonight. The Tigers will have their back to the south end zone. They will be attacking to the north. Now all the captains making their way back. And, Tony, just real quick, this is a player's game, especially the seniors. This is the reason you play at the respective programs, is to get it on with the other guy. It is now time to throw down in the Battle of Murder Creek.
The crowd here is so loud and so pumped. We're obviously on the WSN side, and it's actually hard to hear you right now, DJ. This is a hot environment. It's electric, and I expect it to be a slobber knocker tonight.
Ashley Long Griffin, class of 2001, W.S. Neal in from Blue Dallas, Texas. Welcome, Ashley. Patrick Neely in as well from Lake Martin. Welcome, classmate. JoJo Holmes in as well. Welcome, JoJo. Thank you for sponsoring Go Big Blue throughout the season. Jason Tieppo in as well. Janet Whitman, Go Tigers. There he is, Kevin Hooks, a big Blue Eagle. Had a lot of fun with him back in the day. Welcome, Hooks. Keith Megason, my teammate, our quarterback. Welcome, Meg. Meg had an 80-yard plus touchdown run in the Battle of Murder Creek, 1986.
When I hear the name Kevin Hooks, DJ, 4 words come to mind, or 1 sentence. Hold my chicken nuggets.
Well, how's that hamburger you're working on now?
That hamburger is good. Let me tell you something. That is why you come to a ballpark right there.
Is it better than the last 2 you've already had?
I've got a whole box here. They said to share, but I don't think I'm going to.
It is going to get real here tonight. We're glad to be here. We're glad to have you with us. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to call it down the middle. Something big happens. We're going to get excited. Have to quickly thank our sponsor for the first quarter. That's going to be the good folks at Trustmark Bank. Thank you, Andrew Clark, for making that happen. He will be the exclusive sponsor of the first quarter. As you make comments, please remember them. If you get a chance to shake their hands, do so. If you had an opportunity to do business with them, we would ask you to do that as well. Thank you, Andrew Clark. I also want to thank Josh Godwin for the pregame portion of the broadcast. Josh Godwin, owner at David's Catfish and Popeye's Chicken. Great eats around town. Shop with him as much as you can.
Oh, I love those Popeye hot chicken finger sandwiches. Those are delicious.
There he is, Ramrod, Rodney Williamson in the house, class of 86. Welcome, Rodney. Kay Salter in as well. Come one, come all. Michael Walker, the terror of North Pine in the house. Welcome, Walt. Danny Johnson, class of 1978 in from Spanish Fort. There he is, Coach Mack as well. 119, Jonesy Manning, one of my favorite quarterbacks, one of my guys. Welcome, Jones. Happy belated birthday, buddy. The big 2-1. That's a game changer. 21's a game changer. Here we go. Kickoff on the way. Tigers set to receive the opening kickoff. Back deep. Soup Campbell. Soup goes 6'3", 230. They like it in his hands. High end over end kick, short in the middle of the field. McMillan has it at the 30-yard line. Comes to the near sideline. Gang tackle there. Going to be run out of bounds at the 28-yard line. A lot of blue helmets getting the football there. Good gang tackling by the Blue Eagles. Jacoby Hawthorne, the first one there.
Good pursuit by the Eagles right there, and if that's an indication of how they're going to play today, they've been swarming to the ball. Good hard hit out of bounds. The Eagles look fired up on that opening kickoff.
1st and 10 Tigers. The ball set at the 28-yard line. The offensive line here for the set for the Tigers at center, Ryan Jernigan. At right guard, Trentez Johnson. The right tackle, Chris Nobles. At left guard, Mason Harrell. At left tackle, Isaac Smith. Stokes Jennings gets the start at quarterback tonight. He'll go under center. We'll set the rest here in just a moment. 1st and 10 Tigers. We are underway here in the Battle of Murder Creek. Ball set on the near hash. Play action pass. Stokes rolls the far side. Has McMillan out in the flats. Up to the 30, 35. Still on his feet, the 40. Into the 45. Lowers his shoulder on the far side of the field. Physical running back, DeMarcus McMillan. Nice way to start things for the Tigers.
Yeah, good opening play call right there. I think Neal was a little pumped up right there, over pursued. They faked back to T.R. Miller's left. Threw the little swing pass out to the right. Good gainer on first down. A good opening play for the T.R. Miller Tigers.
1st and 10 Tigers. The line of scrimmage now the 44. We're hoping you're enjoying the video portion of the broadcast as well. Be patient with us. This is our first time do it. We're certainly excited to bring it to you. There's more in store in the future, I promise you. 2 backs in the backfield. Big Soup to the left halfback. McMillan at fullback. Matt Smith in motion, going to give on the counter to Campbell, hitting the backfield, going nowhere. Matt Hutchins there, number 5. That's going to be Gage Sims as well, along with number 3 behind Taylor. Good gang tackling once again by the Blue Eagles. That'll need to be constant for them to handle the big physical Tiger running backs.
Neal's got to do that. Neal's got to win on the early downs, and they did what we talked about in the pregame right there, DJ. It looked like they controlled the gaps, let the backside come up, make the play, and stopped him for, it looks like about a 1-yard loss.
And Blackman Bell, class of 1959, W.S. Neal. Welcome, Miss Bell. Glad you're with us. Cynthia Fantroy, class of 1982. Mike Walker, Ray Stewart in. Congratulations. Tall sweep of Soup Campbell. Cuts it up with the 40, lowers his shoulder down to 45. Short gainer there. Once again, good pursuit there by the Blue Eagles. The big tailback picks up about 2 yards, 3rd and long. Not a favorable down and distance for this offense.
No, it's going to bring up 3rd and long for T.R. Miller, and they're you just mentioned it. It's not a favorable down and distance for them. We'll see if they can convert.
Claude Cozy had a nice conversation with Mr. Cozy last night in the here in the stadium, getting things ready. Brent Edwards in as well. 3rd and long for the Tigers. Stokes in the shotgun. Wide outs to either side. Soup to the far side. Stokes mishandles the snap, gives it to McMillan on the inside read. McMillan bounces outside, hit out the 45-yard line. Going to be well short there. Good tackle by Marvin Maddox. So after an initial first down, that's going to bring up 4th and long, an obvious punting situation here for the Tigers.
Good defensive stand right there by W.S. Neal. That last play is indicative of what they're going to have to do all night tonight. They had everybody up, crowding the line of scrimmage. They reacted on the first movement, got to beat the man to the corner, had follow-up help, and stop him for a little gain. Now T.R. Miller's forced to punt.
Lynn Mallard in the house, class of 88. Welcome, classmate. Martha Clay in as well. Welcome one, welcome all. Scott McKinley, Claude Cozy once again. Brent Edwards, high snap's going to get over his head. Axon giving chase, going to try to fall on the ball. He does, back inside the 15-yard line. We talked about special teams. We talked about how important it was. Big miscue there for the Tigers. Let's see if the Blue Eagles can capitalize.
You know, probably the last thing that needed to happen for T.R. Miller right there. Gives W.S. Neal great field position, keeps them energized, keeps them in the ball game. We'll see how the T.R. Miller defense will respond right here. The defensive line for T.R. Miller is going to have to really penetrate and disrupt this offense for W.S. Neal. And W.S. Neal, we talked with Coach Williams. W.S. Neal's place kicker is a younger guy, and Coach Williams was bragging on him and said he really liked his future, and so they may already be in field goal range.
Matt Thomas, the junior quarterback, goes under center. A very steady presence there at the quarterback for the Blue Eagles. Speed sweep to the near side. That's Jacoby Hawthorne around right in, inside the 5. Touchdown, W.S. Neal. Touchdown, Jacoby Hawthorne. Tigers getting flanked on the speed sweep. Blue Eagles out in front real quick. The miscue on special teams has the Tigers on their heels early.
Not a trick play, nothing real fancy, just turn around, tall sweep. Hawthorne showed the speed, beat our guys to the outside, and was able to get in easily.
Blue Eagles on top 6-0. That's going to bring on our our field goal kicker, Tommaso Bartolucci. He has family in from from California. The snap back, the hold down, the kick up, it's good. So just like that, 7-0 Blue Eagles, 9:16 here to play in the opening quarter. We've talked about the Tiger special teams and how inconsistent they have been throughout the season. Showed itself there again. The high snap, Hayden 6'5", 6'6", well over his head. Not a whole lot he could do. The ball rolled back inside the 20-yard line. Blue Eagles took over there, and Jacoby Hawthorne, the game breaker. He's the guy that makes it happen for the Blue Eagle offense on the jet sweep to the near side. Just outran everybody. Pretty easy right there. 183, 184 on the broadcast. We'd like to see it up to 500. We appreciate all the comments. Like the BOSSMAN Productions Facebook page. Share the video as much as you see fit. This thing will turn into a family reunion for all of us before it gets over with. Your mother posted just a moment ago that your great-grandfather and my great-grandfather were brothers.
Yes.
I guess that makes us kin.
Oh, wow. Does that mean I have to stop? Does that mean I have to stop posting on Facebook about you?
Well, I don't think that has much chance of happening. 7-0 Blue Eagles early in the ball game. Mark Peters in as well. Welcome, Mark. Thank you for checking it out. Brandis Johnson and Sandra Kelly as well. Tigers have had a tough time throughout the season just handling kickoffs. Soup Campbell back deep once again. He'll be flanked by Walker and Webb. Walker to his right. High end over end kick into the near sideline. Jolly's going to take it there and steps out of bounds at the 32. So the Tiger offense back on the field. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
These Neal fans are pumped. The band is rocking. And if they get much louder, we may have to close these storm shutters here, DJ, because I'm standing literally a foot from you and can't hear a word you're saying. This place is rocking right now. This is why it's important to be here.
Brenda Stallworth in as well from Tampa, Florida. Welcome, Brenda. We're glad to bring it to you. Angelique Burkett-Smith in as well, another classmate of mine. Welcome, Angelique. 7-0 WS Neal here early. Todd Watson split wide to the far side, and Arcavis Campbell a tight wing to the far side as well. One back, McMillan. Here comes Campbell. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. It's a fumble. The Blue Eagles say they have it. We'll see here in a minute. Looking for the official word from the field.
There's a scrum at the bottom of the pile.
Stokes comes out with it.
Jennings comes out with it.
So the drop snap. Tigers able to recover.
Recovered by the Tigers. Second down.
Second down. Picked up a half a yard. We'll call it 2nd and a long 9. Tigers having a tough time getting untracked here early. Up to 200 viewers on the live feed, looking for 500. Continue to share the video as much as you would. We would encourage that. We love the comments. We'll try to get as many as we can. No promises there. I agree, Patrick Neely. Where is Daryl Kaufman? Get him in here. There's Kirk Brown. 2nd long Tigers. Turn gives McMillan off the right guard. Nothing there. Cut down immediately. Cage Sims in on that one also.
We come into the game thinking, DJ, that we would have the size advantage and the experience advantage on both sides of the ball. We talked on the lines on both sides of the ball, and we talked about how important it was for WS Neal to have good gap integrity and to make the plays, and that's exactly what they're doing now, and it looks like they're winning the battle up front on defense anyway.
3rd and long Tigers. We'll call it 3rd and 8. Jake Lambert in. Tina Cardwell in. Terry Anthony in as well. Welcome, Ubba. 3rd and long Tigers. Stokes under center. Jolly in the slot. Play action pass. Stokes rolls to the far side. In trouble. Throws out. That's going to be picked off in the flats. Jacoby Hawthorne with his interception on the far side of the field. Blue Eagles in business back to Tiger 32. Look at the body language for the Tigers. A lot of guys walking off the field. That doesn't bode well. A lot of football left to play. Body language already getting poor.
Almost immediately when Stokes rolled out, he was under pressure. Like they had more men on that side than we had blockers. He had to, that's good, Ken, I got you there. He had to kind of get rid of it quick, and it didn't look like he had the best grip on the ball. Threw the ball a little bit short while on the run. WS Neal stepped in front of it, and again, they're sitting here in very good field position. And I agree with you, Brent Edwards.
7-0, WS Neal back in business deep in Tiger territory at the 32-yard line. Matt Thomas now in the gun. Wide out to the far side of the field. Twin wide outs to the near side. Timeout on the field. I think WS Neal is going to use their first timeout. We'll stay right here. Now the Tigers are going to take their first timeout. Oh, that. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Can I get a little more volume in mine? Just a little.
Teresa
turn
Swilly
yours
as well.
down, turn DJ's up.
Debbie Ott's in from Virginia, I believe. It's going really fast. Ray Stewart, Rebecca Whitfield in as well. Tammy German in also. There's Stephanie Johnson Manasco.
Is that Charlie's sister?
Yes, it is. The class of 1988 welcomed, represented very well here tonight. Coach Mack in is also.
That's him. You good. Volume.
I can hear.
Yeah. I can't hardly hear you.
Oh.
We're working out the bugs, folks.
I got you. 249 in right now, looking for 500. There's 251. Keep sharing the video. Let's have a big old family reunion here in the Battle of Murder Creek.
Let us know where you're from out there too. We want to know how widespread this tentacle is. The Battle of Murder Creek. What state you're in and what country you're in. We would love to see somebody from overseas that's listening to the Battle of Murder Creek.
Score 7-0. WS Neal here early in the ball game. Beth Byrne in as well. Sarah Spencer in also. Sarah, one of my favorite cheerleaders growing up as well. Donald Peacock in from Lake Charles. Oh wow, Nicholas Benjamin in from Munich, Germany. Our first international viewer. Right there it is.
High five.
We have officially gone worldwide. Welcome, Nicholas. Blue Eagles lead 7-0 here in the early going. Play action pass. Thomas back. He's in trouble. He's in big trouble. There's Isaac Smith with a big sack for the Tigers. We talked about the defensive front for the Tigers in the pregame. They're very talented. They have to get it done.
Smith got there just in time because W.S. Neal had a man streaking down the center. It looked like he was just about to come open. Quarterback like he was getting ready to throw the ball, and Isaac got there and got the sack.
Ricky Perry in, Tammy Wilson in, Carol Crosby in from Huntsville. Michael Walker at the Lake. Neely's there as well. They're just coming in one after the other. Stephanie Nicole McGee from Ashland, Kentucky, second and forever for the Blue Eagles. W.S. Neal on top, 7-0. Tiger defense needs to stand here. Another timeout on the field. Coach Andrew Williams going to use his first of three also. So the Tiger defense gets a chance to reset a little bit after the big play. Big sack there by Isaac Smith. The Tiger football team needed something good to happen for them. W.S. Neal's had them on their heels here in the early going.
Big sack. Like I mentioned before, like they had a guy who was about to break open down the middle. He had the defensive back on his backside, and if he'd had another second or two, that could have been another big play or a touchdown for W.S. Neal. So great defensive effort by the Tiger, Isaac, in getting there and getting the sack.
Tammy Skurlock in as well. Helen Robinson. Wendy Burrows back in from Opelika. Elvin Earthley. Rhonda Adams in as well. Welcome one, welcome all. We're glad you're with us. We're glad to be bringing this to you. Be patient throughout the broadcast. This is the first time for us to do it. We're going to do it many, many, many more times in the years to come. Not sure where, not sure who we're going to be doing it for, but we're going to be doing it.
And we're open to suggestions. Hey, and write the names or numbers down of the players you think should be player of the game, because we're going to give a BOMC, a BMP player of the game for both Miller and Neal at the end of the ball game. So send in your votes.
The BMP MVP. Thomas in the shotgun, going to roll the near side, looks for Hawthorne. He has him wide open down to the 30, into the 25, down near the 20. Big pickup there. Going to be pretty close to his first down, right at the marker. Jolly playing way off on Hawthorne, having to respect the game-breaking ability. Nice throw there from Matt Thomas.
Just short of the first.
Really good throw from Thomas. Shows some really good athletic ability. The nearest defensive back, like he was 3 or 4, maybe 5 yards off, so there was a big cushion there. So it was an easy pitch and catch. And Neal looks very good and very efficient early on in this ballgame.
Tractor Bryan in, Lee Sessions Waters as well, Ray Stewart. Welcome one, welcome all. Third and short now for the Blue Eagles after being at 2nd and 20. Two backs in the backfield. Number 2, Cason's big gainer off right guard, has the first down, has more. Down inside the 15-yard line, down to the 12. That's going to be number 2, Noah Hill. Big pickup there. Leyland Parker in as well. Welcome, everybody.
Impressive play so far by the W.S. Neal offensive and defensive line. They just run like a little veer right there off the right tackle. Blew their men off the line, got a good gain again on first down, and Neal is within striking distance right now at the 12-yard line.
1st and 10 going to come, give to Hill again, bitten up, more running room down inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. Ricky Samuels on the tackle there. 297 people in on the broadcast, looking for 500. We appreciate the comments. Like the BOSSMAN Productions Facebook page. Share the video over and over and over again. Let's get 500 in here. Let's have a good time.
And as we get in the flow of this game, DJ, we're going to start putting in replays of big plays. If you see a play and you want to see a replay, let us know. If we've got time, we'll put the replay in there.
Willie Joe Holmes in, class of 1981. W.S. Neal from Key West. Welcome. Tava Perkett in from Lake Martin is also. Big party in Lake Martin tonight. Battle of Murder Creek. Speed sweep. That's Marvin Maddox. He's going to have the corner out there. He's down near the 5. Hit hard by Samuels. Just short of the first down. So the Blue Eagles with multiple players able to get the edge. Jacoby's done it once. Maddox there on the second time. Noah Hill's had a couple of good runs as well. 3rd and short. We've talked about down distance. W.S. Neal here in the early going with the short field. They've been in 3rd and short. The Tigers, conversely, playing on the longer fields, been in 3rd and long. That's a recipe for disaster for the Tigers.
I think if you were to ask Coach Williams when we met with him the other day to write a script how he wanted the first 5-10 minutes of this ball game to go, he would have never written it this good for himself.
4:48 here to play in the first. Blue Eagles on top, 7-0, threatening again. Gives to Hill, hitting the backfield, falls forward. Not sure if he has the first down. Going to depend on the stop. Pretty good stand there by the Tigers. Big Dan Samuels and his buddy Ricky Samuels there also. They might have to bring the chains out and look in this one. Miss Mitchell in on the broadcast.
Miss Patty, I'm your favorite.
There's Bryce Martin. He's up there chasing those whitetails up north. Good luck, Bryce. Angel Boyd in as well. There's Sandra Madden.
Really traded some pain on that. There was some fire in some bellies right there on the defensive side for TR Miller. But DJ, I'm impressed by WS Neal's speed. I'm impressed by the tenacity with which they're playing right in this opening quarter. I'm really excited for
First and goal.
Williams.
First and goal, Blue Eagles. Brandon Monk in from Newnan, Georgia. Welcome, Brandon. Going to give off left guard. Good hard run there once again by Noah Hill. He's going to be down inside the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from there.
2nd and goal for the Eagles.
Reed Joyner in. Welcome, Reed. We're at 3:14, 3:16, 3:19. Trying to get to 500. Hunter Harp in as well. There's J-Dub. My man, J-Dub. Welcome, Jordan. Matt Nall back in with us. Share the video. Let's get it to 500. The Gump. Chris Peterson, a teammate of mine. Miles Jackson in. Landon Kyle Salter in as well. 2nd goal, Blue Eagles. Blue Eagles on top, 7-0. Under 4 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Turn going to give to Hill again. Bam! Big hit there. Sue Campbell going face-to-face with him. That play is going to fail to gain. Big hit there.
W. Soup's more paint swapping right there. But keep an eye on number 51 for W.S. Neal. Mateo Smith, I believe. Yep, Mateo Smith. On the play before, he had a exceptional block, and they were mixing up a little bit there in the trenches on that one. So that might be an interesting matchup to watch. Number 51, Mateo Smith, and the defensive tackle, defensive end for TR Miller.
3rd and goal, Blue Eagles. Blue Eagles lead 7-0. 3 minutes even here to play in the opening quarter. Blue Eagles threatening again. Linda Lee Page in as well. Timothy Owens in from Huntsville. Welcome from Hunts Vegas. Thomas under center, play action pass, rolls to the near side. Tigers giving chase. Thomas is going to keep it. Hit near the goal line, leans forward. Touchdown, W.S. Neal. Touchdown, Matt Thomas. We talked about him in the pregame as well. They moved him to quarterback in game 3 of the season, put Jacoby out in the slot, really solidified this offense. Jacoby much more dangerous on the perimeter. Matt, a good, smart football player, has a good arm, can really spin it. That is really solidified and given this offense an identity.
Well, you were right when you told me I'd be impressed when I saw him play, because I really am. And he could have scored a couple of ways, like right there, and he chose to run it in. But he had a guy running free in the back of the end zone.
Extra point is going to be blocked. We'll see if that pays off later. Extra point block. Couldn't tell who got a hand on it. W.S. Neal on top nonetheless, 13-0. 2:50 here to play in the first quarter. And look at the sideline across the way. This is where it's critical. This is where the leadership has to step up. A lot of football left, a lot of times to get back in the game. It's got to be one snap at a time. It's got to be one drive at a time, but you got to start putting that thing together. I'd look for the Tigers to maybe run some toss sweep, maybe some speed sweep themselves. That is certainly in their arsenal, but they've got to get the running game going.
At this point in time, your natural instinct would say you just need to settle your team down if you're TR Miller. But I think they need to do the opposite over there. They need to fire them up and get a little life in it. You mentioned it early. They're kind of walking in and on off the field. All the mojo right now is with the WSN Blue Eagles. All the fire appears to be with WSN Blue Eagles.
Here's the fan reunion. Beth Byrne-Crutchfield in on the broadcast. She's saying hey to the Gooch, 2 classmates of yours. Well, let's all watch it together.
You remember the play that Rusty slapped me in I was telling you about last night?
Yes.
They were the 2 leads in that.
Okay. Matthew Fillmore is in. Katie Vincent as well. Darren Allen in from Oklahoma. Let's get all 50 states and 19 countries represented here tonight before we go off the air.
So a big upset in the making. I know it's early on, but 13-0 with 2:50 left in the first quarter. WS Neal over TR Miller.
It's been all WS Neal to this point in the ball game. 2:50 here to play in the first. 13-0 Neal. Jimmy Johnson on the broadcast.
No. My Jimmy Johnson?
Sideline Jimmy Johnson. Sideline Jimmy Johnson.
My Jimmy Johnson.
Yes, sir. Coach to you. Kick away. Campbell. That ball's on the ground again. Tigers just cannot
get out of their own
clean it
way.
up. I'm telling you, man, special teams has been a disaster since the first week of the season. Had 2 blocked extra points in week 1 at Op. We just had so many miscues over and over and over again. And once again, the Tigers, the body language not good coming onto the field.
If you haven't seen TR Miller play in 5 or 10 years and you're watching them out here now, you would not think it was the same team.
My man, Chuck Faulkner in. I don't know if they want that, buddy. This is internet. We're not restricted by a whole lot right here. Chuck Polonick, Miles Jackson, Bridget Ackerman, all in. Welcome one, welcome all. We're up to 350 people. We'd like to have at least 500. Continue to share the video, like the BOSSMAN Productions Facebook page. Let's all watch it together. Jolly now in at quarterback. Much more the running threat, more so than Stokes. See if he can get the Tiger offense uncorked just a bit.
Flag on the play, DJ.
Flag on the play.
Illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution for the Tigers. Once again, just in disarray. That's going to be a five more, 1st and 15. Willie McIntyre in. There's Jill Jordan. Congratulations on your recent engagement, Jillian. 1st and 15 Tigers. McMillan, the lone back in the backfield. Jolly goes under center. The line of scrimmage, the Tiger 18. Going to give McMillan off left guard. Good pick up there. Good surge up front. Going to get the penalty yardage back plus a couple. That'll bring up 2nd down and about 7.
Yeah, good hole opened up right there by the TR Miller offensive line.
Appreciate that, Ray Stewart. Continue to do so. E.S. Jackson in from South Carolina. Tyler Nelms in as well from God's Country. Welcome, Tyler. Corey Benjamin in also. 2nd and 8 Tigers.
Benjamin was a good one.
Going to give McMillan again off left guard. Nothing doing there. Look at all the blue helmets getting the football. We talked about how important it would be. A little bit undersized on the defensive front. Certainly very athletic. The mission will be to gang tackle. Get a lot of helmets there. They are certainly doing that here in the early going of this ball game.
If I'm TR Miller's offensive brain trust, I'm making a mental note of that play right there because I think if he could have pitched that to the outside, that might have been a big gainer for TR Miller. Neal really keyed on that handoff.
Janet Minshew Glass, class of 1973. Welcome, Janet. 3rd and long once again. Play action pass. Jolly rolls on the near side. Looks. He's going to pull it down. Run out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That's going to be well short of the 1st down. Tigers in a punting situation again. They're going to mark you up now near the 27. You got to make the 32. You got to punt the football. Hayden's done a good job punting. We're able to get it away, get the defense on the field away from the short field would help the defense in this instance.
That looked like a run-pass option and just letting Jolly try to make his mind up. He may have, if he would have dumped it to Campbell early on when he first broke outside the tackle, may have picked up close to a 1st down. He chose to keep it and turn it upfield. Neal showed excellent speed in pursuit and getting down there and cutting him off before he could get to the 1st down marker.
The snap's back. It's a wobbly, but he has it. Kick there from Hayden, end over end. It's going to hit at the 40. Roll back to the 30. Hawthorne has it there up the near sideline of the 40. Run out of bounds at the 44. So once again, outstanding field position here for the Blue Eagles. Here comes a late flag. That's going to be a personal foul. Not sure on who. Not sure that I saw it initially. But it came after the play. The flag landed on the near sideline. It was thrown out near the hash. It's going to be blocking the back against the Blue Eagles. So the Blue Eagles set to have it at the 44. It'll go back from there, actually at the 45. So it'll go back. I'm not sure if that's a spot foul or if it'll go from the end of the run. Candy Steele in, class of 1980, watching from Gainesville, Georgia. Dennis Blosser in as well, class of 1995, 398, 399, looking to have 500 viewers in here. We're bumping 400. We appreciate all the support, appreciate all of you that are in with us. Please, please continue to share the broadcast, like the BOSSMAN Productions Facebook page, make comments towards our sponsors here, Trustmark here in the first quarter. Without that support, this broadcast would not be possible. So offer a couple of nice words for them, if you would, please. Greg Dawkins in as well. Welcome, Greg. There's LaDon Smith in also. What's up, Los? Mary Chandler Nelson, my number 1, checking in. Ball's on the ground. We fumbled out of bounds. Nice pursuit there. Orlando Gandy, the freshman, coming in at linebacker. That's going to go for about a 4, maybe a 5-yard loss. So a positive play there for the Tiger defense. It's been all WS Neal here in the early going as they lead 13-0, 1:20 here to play in the opening quarter. Diane McCracken in as well. Veronica Washington, class of 1989. What school, Veronica? What school? Carl Stinson, Monica Donahue. Thank you, Monica, for the kind words for Trustmark. Class of 1984, T.R. Miller. Karen Lutterwin as well. Marvin Davis, class of 92. There she is. Hey, Fran. Second 15 Blue Eagles at their own 30. Thomas in the shotgun. Going to give to Maddox on the near side on the draw. Big play there once again. That's going to be to Marks McMillan getting penetration. That play is going to lose a couple of more. That'll bring up 3rd and long. These are down in distance. You have to win on defense. You want to be smart on offense. Maybe get a little bit, maybe make somebody miss.
Well, that was a great individual effort by McMillan because he was actually fighting off a blocker, lost his feet like he tripped the quarterback or ball carrier up, and look, for no gain or maybe a 1-yard loss. Ken's going to try to queue up a replay right here if we're going to have time. Ken, I don't know if we're going to have time.
3rd and 16 here for the Blue Eagles. Matt Thomas going to go under center. Twin wide outs to the far side. Jacoby the lone wide out the near side. Blue Eagles going to keep it safe right there. Nothing doing. Dan Samuels, Ja'Kai Ellis on the tackle. Isaac Smith there as well.
So you may start seeing the coaching philosophy come out with Coach Williams. We met with him earlier this week, and I was really impressed with his football acumen and IQ and just how approachable he was. And that may be he's got a 13-point lead. We are 16 seconds left in the first quarter. He elects here to punt the ball away.
Coach Fountain in as well. Welcome, Coach Fountain from Athens, Georgia. Congratulations on a great season to this point. Proud WS Neal alum. There's Buck Thomas in also. Janice Tate as well. Another timeout on the field. That's going to be in the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, it's been all WS Neal. They lead 13-0. The great thing about our setup, there are no commercial breaks. You and I can eat hamburgers, eat French fries, eat nachos, drink Coke, drink whatever, and have a good time here all night long.
But that box of hamburgers and hot dogs is mine.
There he is, Michael Bell, all the way in from Appleton, Alabama. Welcome, Big Bell. I'll tell you what.
Way to make an effort, Bell.
I tell you what, I've got a Battle of Murder Creek story about him I'll share later. There's my guy, TD.
Does it involve hot dogs also?
TD in the house, Melinda Luker, class of 1989. She was in school with us. She liked me more than she liked you. Annetta Bradley in as well. Cody Boutwell. Tom Ogletree back in with us. Up over 400 viewers. Continue to share. There's Jim Hildreth watching on Apple TV. Welcome, Jim. Becky Jordan in also. Welcome, Becky. Lori Duke Woodard, class of 1985. There's my classmate, Stephanie Johnson-Manasco, back in. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Adam. You got it, Cody. You got it. Keith Turner in as well. Keith Turner had a terrible, terrible ACL injury years ago at the Legacy game. I did laugh, but I was laughing with him, and he knows it. Love you, Keith.
Jason Franklin, Kevin Hooks is back in. Stay with us, Kevin.
Hooks, I'm going to tell you something. Hooks is one of those guys.
My chicken nuggets.
Wore his arm out Miller Neal week. I tell you, warm it out with the eggs and the toilet paper. Welcome, Hooks. All right, Hubba Bubba, Chris Crutchfield. You see Crutchfield? Earl Crook in as well. There's the Gooch. Tracy Supper. Jason Gleaton in, 88. Jacoby back to punt. He has a snap. He gets it away high, end over end. They're not going to field it. It's going to hit the 40, take a Blue Eagle roll down inside the 30, take another Blue Eagle roll all the way down to the 25-yard line. Nice job there. Jacoby Hawthorne flipping the field.
Wow. Neal has just been hitting on all cylinders. Special teams look good. We talked about them being a little bit shaky, I think, in the pregame, and Coach Williams kind of affirmed that or confirmed that earlier when we met with him. He said it was shaky, but he said they were getting better and coming around. He has a lot of young guys on his special teams because they're not really deep, but they're doing what they need to do right now.
Thank you, Ray. We're going to keep it in the middle. Nah. Welcome, classmates. Stacy McGowan in also. Chris and Amy Barkels. Class of 2000, W.S. Neal. Hamp in the house. Welcome, Hamp. 1st and 10, T.R. Miller. Jolly stays under center. Stokes split wide to the far side. The lone back in the backfield, Narcavis Campbell. Narcavis, just a freshman. The little read. Jolly's going to keep it. He has a lot of room. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Down to the 45, still on his feet to 40. Taking people with him. Good physical run there for Jolly. Big run for him. That'll have the Tigers in Blue Eagle territory for the first time tonight.
Well, if you're a T.R. Miller fan, you like the body language, you like the effort that Jolly just gave right there. Maybe that'll fire the rest of the teammates up, and Miller can get back in this ball game.
Johnny Folsom, the legendary Johnny Folsom in the house.
Boy, he had some good bands.
I tell you what, he had great bands. He didn't know the word good.
The work ethic that he put into that was amazing.
A big part of T.R. Miller High School for a mighty long time. Thank you, Donna Revel. Howard Holmes in as well. There's Big Suit Campbell getting his shoulder square, getting north and south, down inside the 45 to the 42. That'll be a pickup of 4, maybe 5.
That would be any opposing coach's worst nightmare to get Suit Campbell rolling.
423 people in on the broadcast trying to get 500. We have really enjoyed all the comments to this point. Please keep them coming. Sibley, Louisiana in the house.
Let us know if you're Miller Neal too. We may get a count on that and see who wins the internet war. 2nd
and 6 Tigers. Play action pass. Jolie Riles to the far side. Rolls to the far side. Has all day. Nobody open. Going to keep it hitting the backfield. Mateo Smith. That's going to be a face mask on the far side of the field. Tough break there for Mateo. Played it well. Got his hands on him. One of the hands inadvertently up to the face. Going to get him for face mask.
One or two things there. There are either some missed assignments or somebody got signals confused, or it was a poorly designed play. He was rolling out looking like that he was going to throw the ball. There was nobody downfield to throw to because they were all out blocking.
Well, there it is, the official word from the field. So that's going to move it down another 10 yards. That'll give the Tigers a first down, their deepest penetration of the night in the Blue Eagle territory. That'll get it down near the 30-yard line, maybe even inside the 30 area, the 28-yard line. So the Tigers threatening for the first time here tonight. Tigers trail 13-0. Threatening here for the first time. Another one of my guys, Chris Jones, on the broadcast. There he is, David Maddox. Play stopped again.
The Blue Angel.
What's this going to be? Timeout on the field. Okay, so we'll
Does he still have that truck?
I'm not sure.
Maddox, you still got that truck? You still got the Blue Angel?
There he is, TD back in from Dallas, Texas, class of 93.
Chris Halsey, Michael Hall, Justin Lucas, W.S. Neal, class of 07. Ricky O'Gwen from Daytona Beach, Florida.
I tell you, we've gone worldwide. Gatlinburg.
What,
is that in Germany?
Daytona's in America.
But Gatlinburg is in Germany, isn't it? Or Switzerland? Sounds like it.
Well, it's Tennessee. It might as well be.
On this broadcast, it's Switzerland. Welcome one, welcome all. Alice Howard, class of 1966. Stephen Clark, class of 1994. This is a lot of fun. There's Miss Dasher in from Atlanta, Georgia. Buddy Thomas in the house. Justin Smith. I'll tell you what, Justin Smith, one of the great ball players at W.S. Neal. He put his name in the book back in either 2006 or 2007. Maybe it was both years. Had an inspired comeback. Tigers led 21-0 at the half. He and Nakeem Barton and the boys brought them back. I think they beat the Tigers 42-35 that night. I'm not positive. Welcome, Justin.
Stacy McGowan. Which one? There's two Stacy McGowans.
1st and 10 to Marshall Millen. Breaking tackles. 20, 15, 10. Down near the 6-yard line. Finally gotten down there by number 14, Shane Thompson. A good run there from the Tiger senior. He's been a workhorse all year, getting it done there down deep in the Blue Eagle territory. WS still on top, 13-0, 10:48 here to play in the first half. Kane Dickey back in. Welcome, Kane. Jolly under center, backs in the eye. First and goal, Tigers. Going to give McMillan again off left guard inside the 5. Still on his feet to 3. Leans for the end zone. Does he have it? Yes. Touchdown, T.R. Miller. Touchdown to Marcus McMillan. Tigers back in it just like that. 13-6, extra point on the way. Matt Morgan handles all the kicking responsibilities for the Tigers in terms of kicking it off the ground. Welcome, Adam Robinson and family. Tiger fight song being played here for the first time tonight. The Blue Eagles had their rendition already played twice.
Terry Anthony, is that Ubba or
That's
Chubba?
Ubba. That's
okay.
Ubba.
Okay.
That's Ubba. Snaps back, the hole's down, the kick's up, and it's good.
The extra point is good.
13-7. I tell you, we've talked about it before, and we'll say it again over and over again. When these two teams get together, you talking about guys who come together and throw down. I mean, get it on. I hit you with the stick, you hit me with a hammer, then I hit you with the bat, and back and forth it'll go. It says a lot about the Tigers getting up off the ground a little bit after getting beat down pretty good early on this ball game.
This feels like it's going to be one of those epics and classics, and I hope it winds up being that way for both sides' sake. So if you're out there watching and listening and you have a classmate, a teammate, a bandmate, a friend, or whatever, they're not on here with us, get them on here with us, because this is going to turn out to be something special. I've just got a feeling.
Diane McCracken and Shine McCracken in as well. Shine, one of the champions on that 1969 state championship team for the Tigers, one of the all-time greats, one of the great men in our community. Welcome, Shine, and welcome, Diane. Adrian Hawthorne Scherer in as well. Welcome. There she is. Mom's back in. Miss Barbara.
Back deep for the Eagles, number 12, Jacoby Hawthorne.
Camp 31 taking over the sponsorship here of quarter number 2. They will have it exclusively. Thank you, Larry Murphy. Thank you, Camp 31, for the sponsor of the second quarter and the sponsor of Go Big Blue throughout the football season.
Larry doesn't know this, but he supplied me with some of the best pictures that I've had.
And he also supplied me with some of the best food I've had.
French.
Oh, yeah. The French dip.
The French dip.
Matt Morgan, high end-over-end kick down near the 10-yard line. That's going to be taken there by Maddox. He'll come back to the middle of the field at 20. He's a home run threat, 25-30, out to the 32, finally taken down there. Chino Fernandez in on the tackle for the Tigers.
He's shifty, picks him up and puts him down.
441 viewers in, trying to get to 500. Please continue to share the video. You guys have done an amazing job so far, looking to get to 500. It's a lot of fun. We love the comments. They're coming in so fast. It's like a Gatling gun. We can't get to all of them. We will get to as many as we can, but we appreciate you being here. We like watching the game with you. Tyrone Bright in from Linden, Alabama. Tristan Moore back in. I tell you what, Tristan Moore had arguably the hardest hit I've ever seen in Municipal Stadium. We'll talk about it later. Absolutely destroyed a defensive back on a swing pass. I mean, destroyed him.
Well, he's one of those names that you hear.
Speed sweep. Jacoby Hawthorne has the corner again. They flank the Tigers again out to 40, 45, run out of bounds at the 48. There by Ladarius Webb. You can see the Tigers are going to be flanked. I tell you what, here we go. Here we go. There's the flags. Things getting chippy in the middle. And that's kind of part of it when these two teams get together. It's all going to be left out here tonight. That's P.J. Lovelace and his former teammate Ricky Samuels mixing it up right there in the middle of the field, and that's a true heavyweight matchup.
Two big boys going at it, and this is why it's called the Battle of Murder Creek. You see in the replay right here, run a tall sweep. Hawthorne gets outside, gets good yardage. Right there on the eagle head, you see them kind of little extracurricular activity going at it. That's two big young men going at it right there.
Your mama said hi.
Hello, Mama.
Also, personal foul.
That's going to be offsetting penalties. They're going to get P.J. and Ricky.
I tell you what, I know it's personal fouls, but it looks like it's energized and fired up both sides of the stands.
Yeah.
This place is really electric.
1st and 10 Blue Eagles. The line of scrimmage, their own 45-yard line. The ball set up on the far hash. Of course, I don't have to say that because tonight you can see it. I'm still in radio mode. Look what they did to the turkey. That was something else. Movement up front. No flag. Wow. There it comes a little bit late. Definite movement there by the left tackle. Flag a little late coming. That's going to go against the Blue Eagles. There's Tracy Davison Hooks. My goodness.
Hooks.
Putting up with Kevin.
She deserves a chicken nugget. When Kenny Thomason, I'll have to tell you that story off air. When Kenny Thomason told me that story,
This is the internet. You can say it on air. But don't.
They were about to be in a car wreck, and instead of slamming on brakes, Hooks was eating a 6-piece of chicken nuggets from McDonald's, and instead of mashing the brakes, he just told Kenny, hold my chicken nuggets as they rear into the back of a car. That's the story I was told anyway.
Sounds good. Sounds good. 1st and 15. Matt Thomas in the gun. Comes back, looks to throw under pressure. Now going to throw deep down the sidelines. Has a man open. In and out. Good effort there by Hobbs. Fully extended. Had it for a moment. Give Webb a lot of credit there for knocking it away. Good effort there by Jennings Hobbs. That would have been a dun-dun-dun. And
it would have won. It was one on both sides. It could have been one for either play made. Great defensive play getting there as the ball timed out. But what an awesome catch. You're seeing a replay of it right here. He was laid out, a little bit late coming on the replay, but he was absolutely laid out, had the ball in his hands, and number 21 knocked it out for TR Miller.
I'll tell you, I have a relationship with Hobbs, and he was on my ball team a couple of years and during the summer. Competing's not his problem. I can tell you that. He's going to give everything he's got, and he's a physical athlete. I mean, he's a good player. He's just a sophomore. He's going to do big things for this football team in years to come.
How about sweet Kenny James being quick with the replay right there?
Here comes Teresa Swilly. Hey, Mama Teresa. 2nd long. Thomas again rolls on the near side. Tigers give chase. Has his man on the sideline. Does he have it? Does he have it?
He was out of bounds, but they're giving it to him.
They're going to give it to him up near midfield. That's going to be number 18, Christian Wood. Nice throw and catch there. That's going to make a manageable down the distance. 3rd and 7. So Thomas throwing it in a small window there. Wood's able to get his feet down before going out of bounds. Nice execution.
Here we come to the replay. I'm telling you, the quarterback is he's impressive. He's very, very impressive.
Good player. Matt Thomas, just a junior, a 3-sport athlete, also plays basketball and baseball. Ricky Perry, my guy, in on the broadcast. Welcome, Ricky. Thank you for checking out the game. 71 viewers in, trying to get to 500. Continue to share. 3rd and long. Wide outs to either side. 2 backs in the backfield. Matt's going to turn around, get a timeout. And I'm going to tell you, one of the great things about this format is we don't have to go anywhere. Now we can kind of catch up, reset things, enjoy the family reunion we have going on in front of us. Once again, our score 13-7 here. About 10 minutes even here to play in the half. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you, Monica. We've enjoyed bringing the replays. We're going to continue to improve this product. Once again, we don't know where we're going to be doing it next year, but we're going to be doing it somewhere.
So y'all give us some suggestions out there. If you think somewhere we need to come, if you know of a big rivalry, let us know.
I'll tell you what, how about the show last night? How's that hamburger again?
Cassie Gray, please come to the press box.
You always talk when I got something in my mouth.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, I'll tell you what, that's about...
I went down the wrong way. I'm going to throw you out this window.
I apologize for us having such a good time here tonight, but this is a lot of fun, and you guys out there, what makes it fun. 460 viewers in here, all the comments coming in. Thank you, Miss Fountain. This has been a lot of fun, and you guys are the ones that make it happen. Continue to comment. Thank our sponsors. Camp 31 has it this quarter. We'll have a different sponsor each quarter. Have the band shows. Both band shows coming up at halftime. Going to show that as an entirety. Please pay attention to that. I think you'll be impressed with what you see. Those kids put a lot of awful hard work into it. We need to support them as well. 3rd and 7, Blue Eagles. Thomas goes straight back, looks to the near sideline. Now moves his feet, going to throw that one away. Nice play there, Matt Thomas. Once again, talked about his composure. Had good time, good pocket there. Wisely threw it away.
Really good protection on the offensive line right here. Ken's going to pull us up a replay. And you can see the offensive line give him a good pocket. And he wisely threw it away. Yeah, the more I watch this young man play, the more impressed I am with him.
Good player. Good athlete. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you so much. 9:55 here to play in the first half.
Keep him on his toes, Gucci.
13-7 Blue Eagles. Jolly back to receive the punt. Good snap there. Maddox gets away, low line drive. That is returnable. Jolly catches it overhead back at the 12. Makes a man miss 15-20. Down the far sideline, 25-30. There's the flag. Run out of bounds to the 32. Going to get the block in the back. I think Walker's going to have the block in the back, and that one's going to come back. Thank you, Brenda. I want to wish a happy birthday to a good friend of ours, Cosby Martin, class of 1978. TR Miller had a little minor foot surgery here a while back, been down just a little bit. Hope you're mending up well, Cos, and happy birthday.
I'm sure Miss Martin's been taking very good care of him.
Probably talking him to death.
The East Bruton Police Department department needs a couple of people to move their video.
That's why she's on my team.
Near the gate, Kenny Revel and LaToya Duncan. Please
Tigers
move your
now, after the
cars.
penalty, move back the nose of the football at their own 10-yard line. They trail 13-7, 9:43 here to play in the half. Stokes back in at quarterback. He'll go in under center. Smith motions the far side, turn and gives McMillan off left guard, 15, 20, still on his feet,
What a
25,
run.
30, still on his feet, 35, out to the 37-yard line. Such a strong, powerful running back, DeMarcus McMillan. We talked about it in the pregame. They're going to try to establish those running backs. Campbell and McMillan have a physical size advantage over the Blue Eagles.
Tell me if this isn't Joseph William-esque right here. When I saw him doing it, that's exactly what it reminded me of.
Good run there by McMillan. That'll take it out to the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 there. Up to 476 viewers trying so hard to get to 500. We appreciate everybody that has shared the video to this point. Continue to do so. If you know family or friends who have an interest in this game, get them on it.
Just saw a name I hadn't heard in a while.
Soup Campbell off right guard. He gets behind his pads out across the 40 up near the 42-yard line. Good pick up there. We're going to call it a 5-yard gain. If the Tigers get 5 on first down, they can really settle in and run their offense. Blue Eagle defense needs to stand up and make a play here pretty quick.
They really do. Looks like TR Miller's starting to get a little momentum, a little rhythm about them right now.
David Dubose, Cody Boutwell in is also. 2nd down, 5 Tigers. Twin wide outs to the near Sioux. Backs in the I formation. The read, Stokes going to leave it. McMillan, nothing there. Good hit there. Matt Hutchins. Matt Hutchins, one of the seniors here in the on the defense for the Blue Eagles, making a big play there from his linebacking position.
The Blue Eagles.
Things starting to get a little chippy out on the perimeter. That's about the 3rd or 4th in a row, DJ, where we had a little chicken fight and extracurricular activity going on. So this is truly living up to the Battle of Murder Creek.
3rd down and short. Tigers could be in 4-down territory depending on how this play plays out.
Dustin Anthony Boutwell, Richmond, Kentucky.
Shot clock down to 11. I know that a lot of folks been waiting for me to say that. Turn gives McMillan off right guard. Good surge up front. He's going to have the first down as he gets in near the 48-yard line. Good surge there. He's going to have it by about a yard, I believe. So the Tigers apparently have converted. Corey Lucky in from Pennsylvania. Welcome, Corey. Keene Davis in from Lucedale, Mississippi. Big Bucky Adams, class of 84. Welcome, Bucky. 1st and 10 Tigers. The nose of the football just across their own 7-yard line. 7:45 here to play in the half. WS Neal leading 13-7. Randy Jackson in from Fort Payne. Welcome, Randy. Tim Pace in as well. Monica Crosby back in. Buck Rock. That's a classmate thing. Tall sweep to the far side. That's Campbell. Good blocking out front. Campbell tippy-toeing just a little bit up near midfield. Not getting north and south like you would expect. A pickup of about 3. Nice job there by number 33. That's going to be Cage Sims on the tackle. Ruth Hasselbrink Smith in from Houma, Louisiana. 482. We're bumping 500. Come on, guys. Continue to share. Sylvia Taylor, your nephew's going to be a heck of a football player. Already is. He's going to do big things here for the Blue Eagles in years to come. He's pretty easy to pick out. 2nd and 8. McMillan hit at the line of scrimmage, falling forward across midfield into Blue Eagle territory, maybe the 48-yard line. Going to call it 3rd and 6 from there. 3rd and a long 6. Don Moody, Tampa, class of 86. TR Miller, welcome, Don.
Who's
Kelly
older,
Morgan in
Don
as
or
well.
Ron?
Ron was older than Don.
Okay.
And Vaughn was older than Ron. And John was older than Vaughn. And Kathy was somewhere in the middle. That's a true story.
3rd circle. Yeah. They were 3rd circle.
Yeah, 3rd circle. That's right. 3rd circle, yeah. Benjamin Hartley. I tell you what, Benjamin Hartley, a great basketball player in WS Neal, class of 83. Welcome, Benjamin. What's up, Michael Cannon? Dooley Lives Matter. You better believe it when I'm around. 3rd and 6. Jolly now in at quarterback. They're going to run the zone read, going to leave it with his fullback McMillan. Nothing doing there. Big stand by the Blue Eagle defense. I think that's going to be Mateo Smith, the first one in there. Madden as well. P.J. Lovelace also. Good group effort.
Just no movement by the TR Miller offensive line right there. Ran right into the defensive tackle in the teeth of that JS defense.
He bumped 500. It's on the first time. Let's go for 600. The Weasel back in. This is going to be a great football game. Neal on top. Situation. Have a chance to control field position here with a well-executed punt. Hayden Atkinson, the senior Tiger punter. Looks like Jimbo Mills. Low snap once again. Hayden, good job just getting his hands on the ball. It's going to hit at the 40, take somewhat of a Tiger roll. All 3 snaps on punts tonight have kind of been an adventure. They're going to have to get that cleaned up. Blue Eagles with excellent field position. Tigers able to capitalize, failed to capitalize on pinning the Blue Eagles deep. Blue Eagles 1st and 10. They're going to spot the ball at their own 36-yard line. So both teams starting to settle in just a bit. Aubrey Dees, class of 2003. He was a state champion in 2002. Philip Zangus is in as well. Welcome, Philip.
I saw a name come up past earlier, DJ, Antonio Gomez.
Oh, yeah. 5:27 here to play in the first half. Welcome, Antonio. Thomas, empty set backfield. They're going to run the speed sweep the near side, trying to get it flanked. Good pursuit there by the Tigers. Nice job there by Jalen Walker coming up and kind of setting the edge. Tylett able to finish him off.
When I say this, it really means something tonight because it's so loud in here. But when Led hit the ball carrier right there, I could hear it in the booth.
Martin Gotti in as well. Shelly Cooper Madden also. Come on, Big Blue. Thank you for the comment, Shelly. Let's get it back to 500. We will have the band shows at its in their entirety. Going to show the band at halftime. That's been sponsored as well. Look forward to showcasing both bands. Make sure you stay and watch some of that. 4:47 here to play in the half. 2nd and 10. They're going to leave it off right guard. That's going to be with Maddox. Not much running room in there. Good job there by the Tiger Bigs up front. Dan Samuels, the first one there. Isaac Smith as well.
Yeah, Smith and Samuels just kind of clogged up the middle right there. There's no running room whatsoever.
Ken James's favorite cousin, Rebecca Whitfield, is in on the broadcast. Terry Pate also, Darlene Mulder, Charlene Brown, welcome one, welcome all. Let's get this thing to 500. We're at 484 according to my counter. Continue to share the video, like the page, and let's all watch this game together. Morris Samuels, you got that right. He was a man. Morris Samuels was a full-grown man at 16 years of age. Tall sweep to the far side. That's going to be Maddox again. Makes a man miss at line of scrimmage. Woo! Up near the 45, fighting forward. Going to be about a yard short of his first down, but I'm going to tell you something. He put his foot in the ground, got north and south real quick.
Man, that's good running and good tackling in the secondary right there. This is what the Battle of Murder Creek's all about. I don't know how it looks live. Ken's showing us a replay right here. I don't know how it looks on film, but there's some great effort being put out there by WS Neal running backs.
4th and 1, under 4 minutes to play, 3.5 to be exact. From the Blue Eagles' own 45-yard line, Coach Williams going to show punt here.
Back to punt for the Eagles.
Jolly goes back deep once again for the Tigers.
For the Tigers, number 27, Joshua Jolly.
Punts away, long line drive. There's a flag. That's going to be roughing the punter. Ball's going to roll out at the 12-yard line. So once again, the Tiger special teams, just a mess. And they've been a mess all year. Just a mess.
Yeah.
10 weeks in, and that's at least the 5th miscue on special teams.
With 3 minutes, 9 seconds to go before halftime, Neal leading 13-7. TR Miller made a good stop at
Keith Cooper in from Pell City. Welcome, Keith. Thank you for checking out the ball game.
As you can just see the replay, the big man got penetration, got to the second level, got to the protection, actually knocked through them and fell onto the punter.
Had a roughing the punter back in the Bayside game a couple of weeks ago that really changed the dynamics of that one. It's just you just shake your head. You just shake your head and wonder.
Your senior year, I want to say Howard Joyner was the punter. We played him in Buddy Taylor. Wasn't Howard the punter?
Howard was a senior when I was a junior. Howard's a year older than me. Stacy Frazier on the broadcast. Jim Weaver in as well. In from Seattle, Washington. Welcome, Jim. Daniel Padgett in as well. Tyler Brown in. That's going to move it down to the Tiger 40-yard line. 3 minutes here to play in the half. Blue Eagles on top, 13-7. Just a series of special teams mistakes on the Tigers.
The homecoming queen, Stacy Frazier, was in. My cousin, beautiful lady.
Ball's on the ground. Thomas picks it up, hitting the backfield. Jalen Walker's going to drop him for a big loss. Nice job there by Matt Thomas picking up the fumble. Tell you what, that was one of those that hit the ground where all the blue helmets were coming this way. There's some red helmets over there. Heads up play there by Matt Thomas. JP in the house. Brenna Ball Langham. Welcome, Brenna Ball Langham. Tiffany Ann Capers as well. There he is, Hubba Bubba. Chris Guy, Jackson High School, class of 13. I remember playing WS Neal. Welcome. You are absolutely welcome. Antoine Gomez back in. Kenny Hooms in from Prattville, class of 75. There he is, Kelly Lodge, in on the broadcast. Welcome, Kelly.
Now just get Scotty in here and we'll have a party.
Yes, sir. Second down long, play action pass, looking, has a man open down the near sideline. That's Jacoby, just overthrows him. McMillan applying the pressure. Simpson on the, Webb on the coverage on Jacoby. Jacoby open, running the corner route. Thomas just overthrows him. That's going to bring up 3rd and long.
I'm really impressed with WS Neal's.
Tim and Kay Salter in from Charleston, South Carolina. Jason Moore in from Canada. 96 alumni. Welcome, Jason. I'm going to tell you something. We're going to hit all 19 countries.
That's out of the country.
Canada?
It's still in the continental, but it's not America, right?
Well, like technically or really? Kelly Lodge says that Scotty's working, won't be making it tonight.
He's got a laptop. He got internet out there on that rig.
3rd and 14. Thomas in the gun. Hawthorne, the lone wide out to the top of your screen. Twin wide outs to the near side. Looking for Hawthorne on the skinny. That's going to be picked off. Chino Fernandez has blocked on the far side. 50, 45, 40. Still on his feet at the 38. Taken down at the 37-yard line. Chino Fernandez, the sophomore Tiger defensive back, catching the tip pass. 1:51 here to play in the half. Back-to-back mistakes from both teams there, kind of as we close things out here in the first half.
You just saw the replay right there. We said earlier this could be the game where legends is made. Lamar Ward, we posted something about him being a legend of the Battle of Murder Creek and a legend of T.R. Miller. T.R. Miller can go down and convert and score right here. That might be one of those legendary plays.
Tell you, Matt Morgan, the kicker for the Tigers, made a 44-yard field goal last week. He's really good from about 32 to 35, 44, a personal best. So you would think the field goal range is still a couple of first downs away, but the Tigers looking for more. I did not, Stacy. I missed it. I'm sorry.
He won't hurt nobody in the crane, Kelly.
Backs in the I formation. Zone read. Jolly, little busted play there. Going to keep it. Fighting up into the line of scrimmage. He won't get it. P.J. Lovelace cleaning it up for about a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, it seems like whenever T.R. Miller gets a big play, they kind of shoot themselves in the foot.
Stop by number 52, P.J. Lovelace.
Nicholas, that was Jacoby was the lone wide out to the far side of the field, and he tried to run the skinny post, tipped the ball up. Chino Fernandez kind of ran under it. Second down, 11 Tigers, over 500 now, looking for 600. Thank you, Facebook. Jolly play action pass, has McMillan out in the flats, defensed well initially by the Blue Eagles. Good hard running by McMillan on the far side. He's going to be out of bounds around the 34-yard line. That's going to make it 3rd and about 5. 106, 105 to play here in the half. Tigers probably in 4-down territory from that point, you would think.
Yeah, you would think they would. Getting out of bounds right there to stop the clock. I don't remember T.R. Miller making very many. There's a timeout right there.
Timeout on the field, 106 here to play in the half. Blue Eagles lead the Tigers 13-7. Tigers threatening here late in the first half after the Chino Fernandez interception and return. 5-11, 5-12. Let's keep this thing going. We're going to have a party in here tonight. Darley Curry in the house. Now it's getting real. I'm going to get crunk. You're going to get crunk. We going to get crunk. This is the Battle of Murder Creek.
I need a Coca-Cola.
I might even go ham. I'm not sure what it means, but I've heard people say it.
I have no idea.
WBOSN.
Ashley Edwards in as well. Tammy Wilson. Welcome one, welcome all.
We could go the wheels and thrills and couple skate.
Yes, sir. I can't believe that we've had viewers from all 19 countries.
There are 19 countries?
Well, if you count,
I thought if 19 states.
Well, if you count Hawaii.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't counting them.
BA in the house. Welcome, Betty Ann. Daniel Paget as well. Brenda Davenport. Welcome one, welcome all. This is a lot of fun. We've enjoyed having you here. We'd appreciate some nice comments for Camp 31. They've been the sponsors for this quarter, the exclusive sponsors of this quarter. Larry Murphy, there at the Camp 31. If you get an opportunity to trade with him and go have lunch or dinner with him, we would certainly encourage you to do so. If you see him in public, Shake his hand, pat him on the back. He didn't have to do it.
You know what the word doppelganger means?
Yeah.
That's a Cody Williamson doppelganger right there. Well, he just turned around, but that looked like a young Cody Williamson right there.
Okay. Sorry, Monica.
35 for the Tigers.
Jimmy, Monica's good people. I'm going to tell you something. Good people. I watched her in the class of 1984 rendition of Bye Bye Birdie. Little shuttle pass to Jolly. Nothing doing there. Well read there by the Blue Eagles. Tigers trying to, that's kind of a new wrinkle for them. Blue Eagles read that one well. Stokes took the snap from the shotgun formation, rolled to the far side of the field, gave the shuttle pass to Jolly coming back in. Nothing doing. 4th and 5. We'll call it 4th and 6. 45, 44. Tigers going to run this down. Maybe try to get it in and get it a field goal attempt if they can convert the first down. Shot clock down to 17. Game clock down to 37. Stokes going to take the snap, play action pass, roll the near side, has his man Jolly down to the 30, down near the 25, out of bounds at the 23-yard line. He's going to be right. He's going to have the first down, according to the guy on the far side of the field. So a nice throw and catch there from Stokes to Jolly. I think that's going to convert the first down. It does. Now they're getting real close to field goal range. That'd be about 40 from there. They like him better at 36. 28 seconds here to play in the half. Not sure about the timeout situation. There she is, Miss Jackson, Virginia Guerin in. Bye-bye birdie, you got it. Robbie Cotton was a little kid in that play. I remember it well. Stokes goes straight back, looks, throws the fly down the far side of the field. In and out. I think they're going to pass interference. Probably there. Put that on replay. Let's see if he got there a little early. Stokes trying to hit Jolly on the Florida fade.
For number 27, Joshua Jolly, flag on the play.
Going to look at it one more time. Marvin Maddox in the coverage. He had him by himself. Jolly just running the straight goes. Stokes throws it up, trying to get the outside shoulder. Yeah, I think Maddox got there a little early on that one. So that's going to be a pass interference. That'll be 10 yards. That'll be a first down. Now the Tigers well within the range of Matt Morgan. Would certainly like more. That's going to take it down the 11-yard line.
Actually, a smartly thrown ball by, I mean, you won't say it, but I will. Smartly thrown ball right there, seeing the coverage that he had on it and threw it short and high, knowing that if the defender had any chance, he had to play through and get it.
That's right.
So you're either going to get a catch or pass interference, and we got a pass interference.
I would do it again here with Soup.
I think I would too.
Soup is 6'3", Maddox about 5'8".
And you got him split out. How would you like to cover him on
I would throw him the 50-50 ball. Stokes in trouble. Running for his life, going to go down for a loss. Matt Hutchins back around the 14-yard line.
Miller's calling a timeout, I believe.
They're going to run it down inside 10 seconds.
They better call one because it's 5.
They'll get it. They're going to last play of the game. Last play of the half, excuse me.
2.2 seconds.
So Matt Morgan will come on. It'll be for, about a 31-yard attempt, well within his range. Nothing automatic ever, especially for 16-year-olds. Actually, 15-year-olds. Thank you, Michael Peters, class of 1971.
And he is not very big at all, is he?
Come on, Benjamin. We showed you the replay. He got there a little early. 13-7 our score. 2.2 seconds here to play in the half. This will be the last play of the half. Matt Morgan, the sophomore kicker, done a good job for the Tigers here throughout the season. Trying to put another 3 on the board.
There's my wife. Is Mitchell watching? Mary Michael? Molly? Is that you breathing that hard?
Could be.
Okay. Sitting down takes a lot out of somebody.
Tell you what. This will be a 31-yard attempt.
For the Tigers.
Stokes the holder.
Morgan.
Snaps back, the hole's down, the kick's up. It looks like it's, wow, good, and it is. Show the replay on that. I mean, this kid can
kick that from 50.
Yeah, well, he made a 44 last week, and he had some plenty of room on that one. But Matt Morgan, I tell you what about a half right there? 13-10, both teams go to their locker room. Both teams go in the locker room. Both fans on their feet. They should be. Well played first half.
I mean, he bombed
both teams.
Y'all just saw the replay. He bombed that one. He was. That's good from 50 right there.
He's been a weapon, no doubt about it. He has been a weapon.
Well, we talked about it a little bit in the first half.
I want to say this.
Yeah.
Blue Eagles are off the field.
Yeah. Walking. Yeah.
Tigers just can't get there. Tigers just can't get there. I don't know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, we talked about how this could shape up to be one of those classic games, and
Yeah.
it certainly looks like it's going to. So, out there in viewerland, y'all stay around here and watch the band.
Yeah. Please watch the band. T.R. Miller
If
will
they
go.
play a song DJ knows, he's actually going to sing along with it.
Marching band.
T.R. Miller will go first. We're the visitors. WSN will have the home slot, number 2. Once again, all these kids put in a lot of work, a lot of time during the summer as well, during the off season. Make sure you support them, and let's pay attention here to the halftime shows also. 13-10 our score. We'll get the scoreboard updated here in just a minute. Yes, Monica, thank you. Share the word. I do not want to see this viewership go down during halftime. You will enjoy both of these programs, I promise you.
Majorette captain is Daisy Canty. Co-captain is Sarah Bird. Color guard captain is Sarah Grace Garrity.
There's a classmate of mine, Adam
13-10.
Manasco.
Drum major Stephanie Watley. Is the band ready?
Tiffany Capers in as well. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Jason.
Now sit back.
Remember what you saw in the first half. You guys watch the second half, and then we're going to want to start hearing from you who you think the T.R. Miller player of the game and the W.S. Neal player of the game will be.
The BMP MVP.
Do you want to talk about the tickets that you're going to be giving out?
Yeah, let's watch the band for a minute.
Okay.
It's coming, Stacey McGowan. It's coming.
Do you know this song?
No, but I can hum it real well.
I doubt that. Bum, 13-10. Can y'all not see the score on the screen, on y'all's screen at home?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Okay. There's like 3 people.
You are
that's what
welcome,
the score
Melinda
was.
Luker. Proud to do it.
There's my cousin, Donna Wilson Berry.
You are very welcome, Karen Jenkins. This is why we do this. We love to showcase all our young people. You are welcome, Jason Tiepo. Tim Pace, class of 82. Welcome. You are welcome, Stephanie Mesker. Proud to do it. Joan Downs, class of 1963, W.S. Neal, welcome. Atta baby, Jason Moore. Atta baby.
Now look who shows up.
Look at Tony. Hey,
I was
Tony.
talking about Susie.
Oh, well, Tony was in here also.
Yeah. She's stalking me.
All right, thank you, Nikki Lambert.
Ask her the first T.R. Miller game she ever went and saw.
Tony?
Ask her the story, yeah.
Well, she went to Old Shell Road, UMS St. Paul. She went with a guy named Biff. He was a 5 gown. Hey, easy, Dave. Easy, David.
Kristen Porterfield. Hey, Kristen, classmate of mine.
You are welcome, Stephen Brazil. Glad to do it.
Roll Tide.
There's Weavers Bruton. They were a proud supporter of Big Go Big Blue all football season. Thank you, Weavers.
You got me excited when you said Weaver. I thought you meant my man, Dreamweaver. The only T.R. Miller Tiger that's ever had a song written about him.
Mr. Mike's in the house.
Mark Peters.
Go ahead and get you another hamburger.
I've got a story about Mark Peters, but I can't tell it. No, I can't.
We're on the internet.
I won't do it.
We're on the internet.
I can't do it. There's kids still listening.
Hey, we're on the internet.
Let's just say Mark Peters was in the T.R. Miller band. He's a year younger than me. We were over here playing in BTM, Buddy Taylor Memorial.
Yes, sir.
We come out after halftime, and they're around the 50-yard line where he was set up playing his instrument. The footing wouldn't, let's just say the footing wasn't what it normally was.
Sure. Okay.
At least he got blamed for it.
Okay.
And if he knows what I'm talking about, give me a big old thumbs up.
Look at this. I told you, Carlos Grantham in from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
And one of my most favorite T.R. Miller Tigers of all time, Fred Nordmeyer.
Do it, Frederick. Another former cheerleader that I always liked, Margaret Smith Cotton. Scott McKinley in. I'll take it.
Did you see what my daddy just said?
Yes, sir.
Did you see what Michael Francis Burnham just said?
I did not see it.
You would have loved it.
Can you?
No.
They're just coming in so fast and furious.
Ubba or Chubba?
Okay. With a U. I tell you, we need to talk. Yeah, we need to give them a shout out. We've had some students here from WS Neal who has volunteered their time to provide the different camera angles we've had here tonight. Is it three? How many do we have? We have three. We've had three different camera angles. These are by students at WS Neal High School. I think there may be in some of the technology classes here aspiring to do this at some point, and we really appreciate them doing it. They've done a heck of a job here with all the pictures, bringing the pictures in tight or whatnot. And, of course, Tony, you and I have to recognize Ken James, executive producer. If you haven't seen the setup here, and I guess you haven't, we don't have the angle set up in the press box with us. It is it's an operation. I can tell you that. It's an operation.
We were here after 2 o'clock last night. We did the show on the bridge, which I thought was awesome. And it looked great. And if you watched it last night, let us know what you thought about it. So we broke all that down on the bridge. Thank you, Mayor Terry Clark. Thank you, Chief Brazil, for doing that, letting us have that opportunity to do that. I think it was great. I think it energized the people of WS Neal that was there. They actually had a pep rally at the foot of the bridge at 5:30. So it was really, really something. So we broke all that down, came here, and didn't leave here after 2 o'clock, then was here a good part of the day today. So there's a lot of work that's gone into this. And, yes, thank you to the volunteer students. And as a thank you to show the generosity and what kind of a man David Jennings is, to thank these young students that came and volunteered their time, he's going to let them do his laundry and wash his car.
Yes, I will. Salisa Middleton in, class of 1990, T.R. Miller from Okinawa, Japan. Luckily, I speak Japanese. Kamikaze.
What's the other Japanese word you said you knew?
Hibachi.
Chicken wing.
See?
I tried to tell you chicken wing is not a word.
See?
That's Spanish. Or French.
Niet.
Oui.
Niet. Tina Maddox-Wallace in from Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Lynn Mallard. Is that Randall? Kendra Randall?
She's a classmate of mine. 88 in the house.
Okay, all right.
88 in the house.
One of the fastest dudes to ever come through T.R. Miller, Joe Luttrell.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
You think I'm kidding?
No, I'm not. John Hart echoed that the other day. Randy Garrett in as well. Carmen Miller Bochelle. Virginia Bullard Poindexter, yes. T.R. Miller band class of 79. Flute player. Would that be the jazz flute?
Ron Burgundy. Matt
News team.
I want a pet shark.
Who?
I want a pet shark.
Get one.
Ron Burgundy had.
Get one.
Ubba or Chubba?
It's funny you say that because I smell like you're wearing Sex Panther.
I could be.
Ladies and gentlemen, the T.R. Miller High School Tiger Marching Band.
Woo!
The T.R. Miller Band Boosters would like to thank our directors.
It has been a hot and humid afternoon
here
in East Bruton, Alabama.
We appreciate all of your hard work for our band students.
Yes, he is.
We love you.
Stacy McGowan. We're gonna get together next week and start dialing that in just a little bit. I can promise you that.
Dominique D. Johnson.
Connie Campbell, class of 83. House divided. I like it.
Nicholas Benjamin.
Jansen Samuel could certainly run well. There's one of my favorite lifeguards of all time. I'm going to call her Debbie Burkhart. She's from up north, Tennessee. Or
you swam? I thought you just went for the fruit candy, powdered sugar.
Gator, baby. It's pretty sporty in Gator.
Yeah, you always cheated, though.
Class of 81, Randy Garrett.
There's my cousin Eric Barnes. What happened to Saltbox?
Who was?
Remember, Saltbox used to go to the city pool.
Oh, yeah.
And would always he could do the can opener and all that stuff and make it go splash so high. We just thought he was a god.
Blocking emergency traffic.
John Hart in on the broadcast. Welcome, John. We enjoyed the T.R. Miller Band. They've completed their performance. Now the WS Neal Band making their way to the field. Let's take a few moments and check them out. They're in the direction of Kim Waller, another classmate of mine. I'm going to tell you something. These guys are great.
Superintendent John Knott, Principals Patricia Frazier and Dr. Laura Lee Randolph, Band Director Kimberly Waller-Smith, and Assistant Band Director James Rogers. We proudly present the award-winning WSN Blue Eagle Marching Band. Drum Major Trent Eichner. Is your band ready?
I wish we could get a camera on that dude right
We
there.
now take the field.
He takes that foot traffic control seriously.
Please yell if you are paying attention.
Tell you, Trent Eichner, the drum major here for the WSN Blue Eagles, our thoughts and prayers have been with he and his family for the last couple of weeks. Tragically, suddenly lost his mother, I think, a week ago. And, 17, 18 years of age is never an easy time. But your heart just goes out to the young man. And for him to be able to continue to do what he does is inspirational, to say the very least.
Absolutely. He'll be in our prayers, and he and his family. Oh, okay. Does that mean I got to put my shirt tail back in? Yeah, you need wide angle if you're going to shoot in the box. You know this one. You know this one, right? Whoa. Can y'all hear this at home? Because if you're the first one to name it, you get to rub David's back. After you shave it.
The scoreboard should be there at the top of the screen, Sean Stallworth. 13-10, WSN.
Well, how are they going to hear if you keep talking? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
I asked him to name the tune.
Oh. Okay. Okay, David. You're getting better, buddy. I'll go with that, baby. Afternoon Delight.
You got to sing it.
I can't get no driving in my car. The radio telling me.
God, that's loud, Ken. That scared me.
Hello, Elisa Finley Hart, all the way from the wharf. I can't get no satisfaction. You are correct, Jamie Dubose Gray.
You see Daddy's little thing? The little kid right there in the middle holding the toy train. That's your future hero.
Hunter Harp in the house from Troy, Alabama. One of my guys. Welcome, Hunter. And Niece Holmes as well. Satisfaction. Told you there's going to be a party in here tonight.
Yes, Barbara Jean, Jody's warm.
Yes, they are, Jenny Ackerman. I agree.
They really sound good.
They're good. They're great.
You
Yeah.
can actually tell what the song is they're playing. I mean, I'm not being funny. They're good.
Come on, Jim. Come on, man. You don't recognize voice talent when you hear it? Cookie, I was prepping too. You know what I'm talking about. I was busting that prep on them. Learn from the best. Cookie Harris, Second Hall, circa 1985.
Did you take my Snicker bar?
No, but I did get the Butterfinger.
That's what I heard.
Oops. Yes, she does. Ashley Griffin. Both bands have done well here tonight. Certainly enjoying the WSN band as
Kerry
we speak.
Parker, truck driver, still watching from Carrollton, Georgia. I think is what it said. It went by too quick. I don't read that fast.
I think this band 2 weeks ago went into op and basically won every trophy over there. Drum major, best in class, majorettes, just swept them. Thank you, Elisa.
Yeah, but you can see the game. Yeah, okay.
Yes, Cookie. Yes. Yes, he is, Stacy. P. Ridge Prep, Hooks back in the house. Kevin Hooks, good people right there, man. Glad to call that guy my friend.
Kevin Hooks, call Kenny Thomason and tell him to turn the game on and say something to me. I love that dude.
Tommy and Kim Thompson. Tommy Thompson, one of our sponsors for Go Big Blue. Thank you for checking us out tonight, and thank you for your support throughout the football season.
Kenny Thomas and Richie Beasley live behind us in Troy over at that trailer park that's no longer there. And Kenny was a good basketball player. You played against him. He probably broke your heart a lot.
Be careful what you wish for. Monica Crosby Donahoe is all I can tell you.
And we got hustled by a guy that was 5'3" and one that was about 500 pounds. And Kenny said, I don't even drink beer and I got to go buy some.
The Gooch. Tracy Shopper. We got a couple of folks calling for the press box cam, but you let me know before it goes hot.
What?
After the band, you just make sure that I know before you go hot with the press box cam.
You're gonna have to put your pants on if they're gonna do that.
And my shirt. Tell you what, a little warm up here, a little toasty. Mr. Folsom's in. Mr. Folsom, if you didn't know, Kim Waller is the band director here for WS Neal, and as you can see, like you, she is putting a quality product on the field. I know you're proud.
That's Rodney's sister, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
You know, we've kept 300.
Johnny Boyd. Sorry, what?
We've had 340 viewers in for halftime, and these kids deserve it. I'm glad everybody has stayed with us.
Well, I'm glad your screen. My screen's been froze since first quarter. Michelle White, class of 91, Go Big Blue.
My broadcast just got interrupted. Are you still good? I think I lost my... No, I'm back.
Did you run out of data?
No, I'm back.
You need a telemarketer to sell you some more data?
I think I'm good.
Now look at this guy.
Look at this. That's what I'm talking about. Now, Johnny never did this. Yeah. Cookie Harris, where you at? Yeah. That was fun. I'm going to tell you something. I just enjoyed that.
That's the most exercise you've done in
I'll tell you what,
15 years.
I just got my cardiovascular in. That was fun. Thank you, WS Neal Band. Do it again.
Go get those chairs.
Hey, can we get the rewind button and just hear the music again? That was good.
Hey, rewind that.
Yeah.
In real time.
Yeah. Did you just... Great job by both bands. I'll tell you what. Great job. I'm glad we were able to stay here and show this.
Neal put on a show.
That was good. That was really good. That was good.
We dedicate our show this evening in memory of
13-10, our score at the half. I'm going to tell you something. This Battle of Murder Creek is not just about the football. It's not just about the football. These bands have come out and done their deal, too. Proud of both of them. Thank all of you who stayed with us and watched it. That was good stuff. Good stuff.
Where's my Snickers bar?
Shout out to Ken James and his awesome... Okay.
Oh, it's internet.
Congratulations to the band on our superior season.
Michael Bell threw you a shout out. Great job, both bands.
Awesome job.
Thank you, Robin Hammett. We've enjoyed bringing this to you tonight. It has been a lot of fun, and you guys, what makes it fun. Staying here with us. Got a great football game.
I'm telling you, I've got the feeling it is shaping up to be a classic. So if you've got a bandmate, a teammate, a roommate, a good day mate, you call them up and you tell them to get on BOSSMAN Productions and check the second half out. I've just got a feeling it's going to be epic. And don't forget to vote for BOSSMAN Productions Player of the Game for Miller and Neal. Are you going to talk about the tickets now?
I'm not.
No,
we don't have those, actually. They didn't come through. We have the BMP
MVP.
MVP. one for each team. Going to be looking for some comments in the second half. You guys have been watching the game. Who do you think is most deserving for both teams? We'll look forward to recognize both of them a little bit later in the ball game. $13-10 here our score. Going to go down to the wires. Great ball game here. Great second half in store for us.
Yeah, teams come back on the field. And I'll do a little housekeeping real quick to let the people know that my compadre here, DJ, whom I love immensely and have great respect for, this is his son's final football game as a T.R. Miller Tiger.
All right, everybody, get your ticket out.
I came down a couple of days ago and stayed with DJ, and I saw one of the most touching things today as I left to come over to the stadium, and I won't say what it was, but I want you to know that it really touched me, and because I know the love that you have for your son, and I know it's a tradition you always did with your son, and it was the last time you were going to have to do it, and you got a little bit of emotional. Got me a little bit of emotional, and it touched my heart. But a little bit of housekeeping here, because it is Stokes' final game. Before the ball game's over, David is going to vacate his post, and he's going to go down so he can be with his son when the game ends, so he can get the pictures, he can get the hug, because it'll be a special time in Stokes' life. It'll be a special time in DJ's life. And so win, lose, draw, DJ will be leaving before the broadcast is over with a few minutes left. He'll vacate and go down there, so you'll be stuck with me and Ken so he can be with his son, and rightfully so.
Thank you for that. Both teams making their way back on the field. The Tigers now in the south end zone getting loose. The Blue Eagles in the north end zone. WS Neal set to receive the opening kickoff here in the second half. WS Neal leads T.R. Miller by a score of 13-10, and as you would have it, a little fog starting to roll in just a bit.
It's shaping up.
I'm telling you.
It's shaping up.
This is going to be one of those games. When these two teams get together, we get it more times than not.
When you hear Battle of Murder Creek, I think about these old battles back in the times where you have the smoke rolling across the battlefields, where you have young men giving their all for their respective team or their respective country or allegiance. And that's kind of what the scene is right now. It's a back and forth battle. There's a battlefield out there, and now we've got the fog rolling in. I don't know if y'all can see it on TV, but I'm telling you, I feel it in my bones. It's setting up to be one of those classic games. So if you got a friend, a teammate, an old bandmate, an old classmate, get them, tell them to tune in and watch the second half.
Thank you, Go-Go, I will, and thank you so much for supporting all these boys as they've grown up. It truly does take a village, and I appreciate you loving my son the way you have, and I look forward to being with him, win or lose after this game. I didn't want anybody to think that I was going to be a poor sport, depending on how this turned out or whatnot. I'd made the decision well before kickoff, as Tony said, to go down there and be with him, regardless of how this thing shakes out. Looking forward to watching both these teams compete here in the second half. It's going to be a great game. It's going to go down to the wire, and may the best team win. Looking forward to it.
You're right, Stephen Brazil. The best rivalry in Bama.
It's the best in the world.
I think it is.
This is the best rivalry in the world. I'll tell you what, I love being here. This is a beautiful facility, a tremendous complex here at WS Neal, but if you never got to play over in Buddy Taylor Memorial, you missed a treat. That was the best place to play. That was the best venue for a high school football game anywhere.
I loved it. I loved it.
Coach Parker in. Thank you, Stacy, for the kind words. Let's get these numbers back up. 346 in here, looking to get our 500 back. Both teams now making their way down the sidelines. Let's get this thing jumping. Let's get this thing crunk again. The Battle of Murder Creek, second half underway. 13-10, WS Neal over TR Miller. Both teams settling in a good bit. Once again, it's going to come down to a miscue. Who can capitalize? Who can take advantage? And that's going to be your winner here tonight. Brent Edwards back in. My guy KP in. Welcome, Keaton. Like the BOSSMAN Productions Facebook page. Make comments. Share the video. Let's get our numbers back up to 500. Second half underway.
I'm getting hyped. This is it.
It's good stuff. This is it.
For the boys across the way, for the seniors over there, this is it.
This will be the last football that most of them will play in their life. WS Neal's going to be in the playoffs next week.
WS Neal controls their own destiny. Game to game.
They had a big win last week over Atmore to qualify for the playoff. They will travel to Mumford next week. Look forward to following them there. And, of course, when you get in that thing, anything can happen. I can assure you with Coach Andrew Williams, they will not make that bus ride and crown Mumford. They will go up there and compete with them, and we'll see how it shakes out. But we got the Battle of Murder Creek here to get to first.
There's just nothing like seeing those red helmets and those blue helmets squaring off. It's that time of year. I'm getting chill bumps, DJ. Here we go. We about to put toe to leather.
Matt Morgan set to get us started, and he does. Line drive kick down the near sideline. Maddox going to take it around the 3-yard line, back to the 5, now to the 10, the middle of the field, cuts back to the near side, 15, 20, makes a man hit hard, get the replay up.
Be quick, Kenny.
Get the replay up.
That was a decleater.
I'll tell you what, that's what this game is about. Guys,
that's a two-toother, baby. When you get off the pile, you ain't got but 2 teeth left, son.
Bam!
Woo!
That's helmet to helmet.
That's what's the Battle of Murder Creek's all about.
Cleanly. That's punch, counter punch. Ain't nobody backing up in this one, I can promise you that. 2 teams is going at it. I love it. 1st and 10, Blue Eagles. The line of scrimmage, they're on 26. The ball spotted on the near hash. Just underway here in the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by slant to the far side of the field. Good throw and catch there.
Great throw and catch. I'm so impressed with that kid at quarterback.
That's going to be Woods on the reception. That's going to be about 5.
The number 18.
Matt Thomas does a little 3-step drop through a laser.
A dart right on time. Accurate as all get out. Great looking play. I just really like what Coach Williams has got going on over here. If you're a WS Neal Blue Eagle fan, let me tell you something. You need to get over here and start supporting this team the next couple of years. He's going to build a winner over here for WS Neal.
Andrew Williams is a star. I can assure you. He knows nothing but winning. 2nd and 5, Blue Eagles. Now out across their 31-yard line. Ball spot in the middle of the field to give to the far side. Maddox breaks the tackle at the 30-yard line. Makes a man miss the 35 across the 37. Good run there. Marvin Maddox has the first down. Showed some shiftiness, showed some power, showed some speed, showed it all right there.
All in one run. Yeah. That's a beautiful run.
First down.
We'll try to tighten these pictures up just a little bit. Jim Peach Motors, Peach Chevrolet, bringing you the third quarter. Thank you, Clipper. Let's get these numbers back up.
Battle of Murder Creek, built Ford tough, baby.
We have a birthday wish to pass along after this play, and this is one I'm excited. Another one I'm excited to deliver. First and balls on the ground. Balls on the ground. Scrum takes place. It looks like Jacoby's going to have it. Jacoby has it.
I think Neal got it back.
Jacoby recovers the fumble. Big lick there from Gandy on Maddox. Ball pops out. I'm telling you what.
They swapping some paint tonight, baby.
If you don't have your chin strap buckled down, I'd put a chin strap on your phone or your computer. It's getting physical.
You better.
It is jumping. You just
send the kids out of the room, go put the dogs to bed.
My goodness gracious. You don't think these guys aren't playing for keeps? Wow.
Tighten up. They said it looks like ants out there. Can we tighten up a little bit? Can we tighten up on the main camera?
Kurt Prater in as well.
Boom! There's another one. Oh, my goodness. I heard that up here.
Wow, Noah Hill dropping his head on Gandy. Good contact from both combatants there. Hill getting the better one of that one.
11th grader Hill, a running back linebacker. He gave as good as he got, and it was a collision. And if you hear it up here in this booth,
telling you, man,
you are swapping paint,
I'm telling
DJ.
you what, 3rd and 5. These guys, this is what it's all about. This is the Battle of Murder Creek.
This is why it's the best rivalry in the state of Alabama.
Main camera, zoom in. There you go. All right, let's follow the play.
Thomas in the shotgun formation. Twin wide outs to either side. Thomas looks to the near side. Now the far side. Going to throw the post down the middle of the field. In and out of the hands. Tylett with a near interception at the 40-yard line. Matt Hutchins, the intended receiver, leads the Tigers with interceptions of 4 on the year. Good drop there from his linebacker position. That'll bring up a 4th down. Had the birthday wish for Cosby a moment ago. I want to wish a happy birthday. I know you'll join me on this. This Sunday, one of the angels on this earth Miss Nancy Hart.
Oh, yes.
Happy birthday to Nancy Hart.
Yes.
She has been a motherly figure to so many people.
Yes.
In the Bruton/T.R. Miller community over the years, there is not a kinder, sweeter lady in the world.
I didn't know she had November birthday. I'm a November birthday.
Well,
maybe. Why, you don't think she would let me know?
4th and 5. Jacoby Hawthorne's punt down the near sideline, hits to the 30, rolls out around the 26-yard line. So the Tiger offense on the field for the first time here in the third quarter. 9:05 to play in the third. Blue Eagles on top, 13-10.
Is Miss Nancy here by any chance?
I'm not sure if she's here or not.
If she is, one of her favorite guys, Alan Cook, is actually here today. Or here tonight.
AC in the house.
Talking about a ball player. There were 7 or 8 seniors our senior year. Miss Hart would have us over, and she'd cook some spaghetti and stuff for us. She was a
First and 10 Tigers. Line of scrimmage there, 27. Stokes opens under center. Twin wide outs to the far side. McMillan, the fullback, going to turn and get the Narcavis off right guard. Not a whole lot of run room there. Falling forward up near the 29-yard line. A pickup of maybe 1, maybe 2 yards.
Looked like maybe he's expecting contact a little before it actually got there. He kind of tiptoed, put his head down.
Yeah.
He could have bounced to the left. Maybe he could have picked up 2 or 3 right there, but kind of anticipated something that wasn't there and cost him a little bit of yardage right there.
Narcavis just a freshman, but I'm going to tell you something. This isn't the game you're going to tip your toe in. You won't survive it if you will.
Yes, sir. You're exactly right about that. Well, y'all got my Snickers bar?
Second down, 9 Tigers. Wide outs to either side. Stokes going to leave it with McMillan off right guard. Look at that run right there across the 35-yard line. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground.
Neal fans going crazy. Neal's got it.
Good job by the Blue Eagle defense, causing a fumble, got the strip. Jacoby came up with it, I believe.
A little confusion here. It looked like a Miller Tiger come up.
Tigers had it. Tigers have the football. I think Jacoby had it.
Replay. You got it?
There it is. I thought Jacoby had it in lifetime. It's going to stay with the Blue Eagles. Tough luck there for the Tigers. Good run by McMillan. Opportunistic defense there by the Blue Eagles. Not sure who was in on the strip, but Jacoby covered it up. So another costly turnover for the Tigers. Thank you, Dan.
That could have been one of those plays where legends are made.
Yes, sir.
I tell you, right now, it's a tight ball game. Here we go again. He breaks it's making a good run. He's got the first down. Great play by W.S. Neal, stripping the ball and then recovering.
Here we go. 1st and 10 Blue Eagles. And late getting on the field. Shot clock down to 3. Thomas gets it off. He's going to give the heel off left guard. Up across the 40 into the 38-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 5. That'll bring up a second down 5. 455 viewers now in, trying to get this thing to 500. Love the comments. Continue to share the video. Let's get this thing jumping again. This is going to be a heck of a football game. We want everybody in here. This one's going to the wire. Second down, we'll call it 6. The ball in Tiger territory. 7:50 here to play in the third. Two backs in the backfield. They're going to give it to Jacoby here on the speed sweep back to the far side of the field. Good job defensively there by the Tigers. Short gain. Ja'Kai Ellis, the first one there to disrupt it. Jalen Walker, Ricky Samuels there as well. So a nice job containing the dangerous Jacoby Hawthorne. Third down, we'll call it 5 as the ball is spotted at the Tiger 37-yard line.
Big defensive play right here. If W.S. Neal converts and goes down and scores, you would think that would kind of crush the spirit of T.R. Miller right now. So big defensive stand for T.R. Miller.
Big set of downs right here. Big third down right here. Could be 4-down territory for the Blue Eagles. As Coach Williams has his offense inside the 40, they're going to turn and give it to Maddox off right guard. Nothing doing there. Look at Dan Samuels. Just a space eater there from his zero technique. That's going to be a short game, maybe 2. They may give him 3 on it. It's going to be 4th and a long 2. I'm going to call it 4th and 3. You would expect them to go for the line of scrimmage being the 35-yard line. Not a whole lot to gain from a punt. More times than not, you would think. And he will keep the offense on the field.
I like the way he coaches.
Yes, sir.
He sets one play up for another.
Donna Fuquay-Weaver in. Welcome, Don. There's Kim Snowden. Rigby in. Welcome, Rig.
Donald Thompson in Nashville.
Look for a little play action here. Now they're going to give it to Hill. Hitting the backfield. He's going to be well short of the first down. Dan Samuels, just a sophomore. And I'm going to tell you something. That young man has grown up a lot this season. Big play there by the Tigers sophomore. Tigers take over on downs. So Tigers able to escape further damage after the costly turnover.
I'm going to nickname that kid the cul-de-sac because you have to go around him. He got in there, ate up space, and made the tackle. Good play by the young TR Miller Tiger, and he's a big one.
You guys are watching the game with us. Y'all going to help us decide who the BMP MVPs are, one for each team. Start logging in your comments when you think you've seen enough from one young man. We would love to recognize, and once again want to recognize Jim Peach Motors and Peach Chevrolet for their sponsorship here of the third quarter.
Built Ford tough.
Turn, give. Just a little ISO right there off left guard. That's going to be good for about 4 yards. Doesn't look like much. When they reset the chains, it's going to be 2nd and 6. McMillan just plugging away. Nice run there from the Tiger senior.
Good gain on first down. Good, pretty conservative call right there. If Miller can keep doing that, drive down, burn clock, get a score, get another field goal, this could set up to be really a special game in the fourth quarter.
Dominique Johnson in the house. West End in the house. Dominique Johnson, one of the very few people walking around with 2 state championship rings.
Neek.
Welcome, Neek. Jolly in the gun. Twin wideouts to the far side. Shot clock down to 10. Jolly takes a snap, reads his own read. He's going to keep it, makes a man miss, makes another man miss. Good hard run there. Jolly could have had him for a loss initially, made a man miss, took it out near the 45-yard line, real close to a first down. It'll depend on the spot.
Great individual effort right there by Jolly. Looks like maybe bumped into his running back or a little confusion. Could have been gotten right there. Gets upfield and really close to a first down. Actually, I think they gave it to him, DJ.
Kyle and Sarah Ferguson in on the broadcast. Welcome.
Fergie.
Kyle and Sarah.
Best offensive lineman that ever played at TR Miller. And let me tell you, he had no help up there.
Had none.
None on that line.
Wayne still in from Alvin, Texas. Welcome, Wayne. There's Melinda Turner. 1st and 10 Tigers. Jolly on the snap. Going to leave with McMillan this time.
McMillan!
45-50, 45-40 down the middle of the field. 35-30. Makes a man miss. 20, 15, 10, 5. Drug down at the 3-yard line. Tremendous effort there from number 3. Bahan Taylor running him down from behind. Tiger Senior's going to need a blow. No, he wants the ball. He's saying, feed me. Give me the rock. I'll take it in from here. Good run there from the Tiger Senior.
He'll eat that ball like I'll eat that Snickers once I find it. Let me tell you something. That was a legendary Battle of Murder Creek run right there.
1st and goal at the Blue Eagle 3. WSN on top, 13-10. 5 minutes even here to play in the ball game. Backs in the I formation. McMillan's going to get it again off right guard. Cut down. P.J. Lovelace. P.J. also a senior. He said, not today, not on my watch, not now. Great job, P.J. Lovelace.
We got Frazier Ali going right here, baby.
I'm saying this really
punch,
is.
Counter
it
punch,
is
baby.
Punch,
no,
counter,
sir, not on
punch.
my watch. Not on my watch, says Lovelace. He gets in there, shows a little bit of emotion. Punch, counter punch.
Willie Smith in. You talking about one of the bangers in this rivalry. Willie Bob
sir.
Smith in as
yes,
well.
Sir.
Welcome, Willie. Amy Watson in from California as well. Welcome, Amy. Here comes Margaret Weaver. Come one, come all. Everybody get in here. Let's do it together. 2nd and goal Tigers. Full house backfield. McMillan's going to have it. Cut down short. He's going to have no gain. No gain there around the 2-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and goal from there.
May have actually lost half a yard right there, DJ. Good penetration by W.S. Neal. I'm going to tell you, W.S. Neal's defensive line is outsized, outmanned, and they are playing a whale of a ball game. If they win this game, it's largely because of that defensive line.
You just beat me to it. I was just fixing to make mention of how outsized they are. Christian Madden over there, the defensive tackle, outweighed about 40 pounds to the man, finding a way to getting it done, playing with tremendous technique. Here we go again. Full house backfield. Soup, the big banger at the tailback. McMillan again off right guard, makes a man miss. Touchdown, T.R. Miller. Touchdown, DeMarcus McMillan. Pretty good shifty running there from the Tiger senior. Tigers now on top, 16-13. Extra point on the way. 3:40 here to play in the third. But don't be quick. Don't be quick to discount the Blue Eagles. If you think they're fixing to drop their head and go away, you're outside your mind.
You don't have a mind.
Good point. 494 viewers in, looking to get back to 500, maybe 600. The snap's back, the hole's down, the kick's up. Matt Morgan bangs that one through. Tigers increase their lead to 17-13. What a football game here tonight.
He almost hit the lady pouring the Coke in the concession stand. He has a cannon for a leg.
What a football game. Althea.
He can kick a football probably just about as long as you can hit a driver.
It'd be close. It would be close.
When was that hole in one?
That was in 1999.
1990. You won a truck, didn't you?
I won a truck.
Par 3.
It was a par 3. I had a good 3-wood into it, and I got a good had a north wind that kind of took it on a tight draw, 2 bounces and in, and picked up a truck. Yeah, pretty good deal.
Steve Nelson told me you used a driver.
It was a 3-wood.
Okay.
But I drove off in the truck.
He says Big Bertha.
Speaking of Big Bertha,
did y'all find my Snicker bar?
Speaking of, I tell you what, man, you are huge.
I am. I'm blowing up in Tokyo, #1 record.
Oh, we have too much fun, don't we?
We do.
I really appreciate you making time in your schedule to come in. You're in South Florida. You're going to be in Gadsden tomorrow playing softball. You didn't have to do it. And the fact that we're not paying you a whole lot to do it, it just shows your love for this game, for this rivalry. And I really, really appreciate you coming to be a part of this. This is our pilot broadcast.
Well, when Ken asked me, I couldn't say no.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. Tanya Barber-Davis in. Welcome, Tanya. Zelda Montgomery, Tammy German back in as well.
500. Charlie's
back
sister.
at 500. We're trying to go to 600.
I want Charlie German in here. Is he?
Charlie's down over there.
Charlie's over there.
Yeah. We appreciate
Does he have his phone on him?
Everybody that's been in. Everybody. Share this video. Share this video. Continue to make comments. We appreciate it so much. If you have friends, if you have family, get them in on this ball game. This is a tremendous effort by both teams. 3:32 here to play in the third. Tigers on top, 17-13.
Thank you, Bucky Adams.
Maddox on the counter back to the near side, hit the line of scrimmage, makes man miss 35-40. He's the home run hitter, 45-50. Run out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Marvin Maddox, electric with the ball in his hands. He can take it the distance anytime.
Punch, counter punch, baby. It's shaping up. I'm telling you, it's going to be a T.R. Miller classic.
Get the replay, Burnham.
Here he is. He's bouncing right there. Great individual effort. Great miss. The shiftiness this cat's got is unbelievable. Punch, counter punch, DJ.
Good run, Marvin Maddox. 1st and 10, Blue Eagles.
I'm getting chill bumps. This is shaping up to be a classic, DJ.
Now at the Tigers 46, Jennings Hobbs split wide to the top of your screen. Jacoby Hawthorne, the tight wing to the near side. They're going to leave with the fullback right off left guard. Falls forward for 3, maybe 4 yards. Good job there, Noah Hill. I tell you, once again, doesn't look like a lot, but when they reset the chains, you're going to have 3.5 yards. That works in this offense. 2nd and 7, he'll take it.
Looked like Lett had a little run blitz right there, and great shiftiness by these WS Steel Blue Eagles, the runners. I mean, they just hip shake and they're gone and they're behind. And Lett was trying to square him up in the hole. He did a little hip shake and got by him, but he was able to trip him up. But he wound up getting 3.5 yards.
Monica, we would love to. If you could hook that up, we would love to come up there and do that ball game. We are available. Maddox back to the near side. Great penetration there.
Who's that?
Lett, senior linebacker. Yeah. Came stunting through the A-gap. He came clean, took down Maddox back around midfield. That's going to be a loss of about 6. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 12. Pretty big play here for the Blue Eagles. 2.5 minutes to play in the third. Tigers on top, 17-13.
You've seen a lot of T.R. Miller WSN football games in the last 20, 30 years.
Yes, sir.
This is the first one I've seen since 1995, and I recounted that story. Where do you think this ranks in the last 5 years?
I'm going to tell you something. It's the best one this year, and that's the way they've all been. I'm telling you, these like the last. I've had the opportunity to call the last 7 or 8, and they've all been played like this. I mean, guys just putting their guts on the line, saying, "Here I am, come get some if you want it," and both teams toe the line. I love to watch this contest. I love it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they've been swapping paint all night. There's been emotion. There's been the appropriate fire and a little bit get in your face that you would expect from two teams, for kids that know each other, kids that's played against each other. So there's been a little bit of everything, and it's been that punch, counter punch, and I've just got a feeling Ken just said somebody from Los Angeles is in.
Summer Maxwell in from Los Angeles.
Summer Maxwell, how are you, Summer?
Wally Booker in,
That's
the Reverend. Welcome, Wally.
Gucci's cousin.
Yeah, these guys, these guys are great. And I'm going to tell you something. We mentioned that I'm going to go down and be with my son, win or lose, when this thing's over with. I have a relationship with a lot of guys on the WS Neal football team. I've coached them in sports coming up. I'm going to find Jacoby Hawthorne, win or lose. I'm going to hug his neck. I'm going to find Jennings Hobbs. I'm going to find Matt Hutchins. I'm going to find P.J. Lovelace. I'm going to find Marvin Maddox. I'm going to find Coach Williams. This thing is one of those deals where it's one night a year. It's one night a year. You've got to put on your red. You've got to put on your blue, and you have got to go at it. When that's over with, we are one community. I have tremendous friendships relationships over here, friendships that I hold as dear as any that I have. So it is just a football game. It should be intense. I don't know anybody on either side who would want it any other way, and that's including you and I.
Absolutely, absolutely. You always fight hardest with your brothers. Of course, Molly always beats you up.
You're welcome, Tanya. Glad you could be a part of it with us here tonight. Thank you for joining. Up to 520 viewers trying to get to 600. Big play here in the ball game. 3rd and 12, Blue Eagles. 1:55 to play in the third. Tigers on top. Thomas, the lone back in the backfield, goes straight back. Going to throw that out to the near side. I think a little miscommunication there, maybe. On the route, pass is going to fall incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 12. The ball back near midfield. You'd expect Coach Williams to punt from here, play a little field position.
Ken's going to cue up this replay right here. You'll see the man come in motion, and he's just going to run a go route right here. If this ball is well thrown and he's led, that's 6 points for WS Neal. The ball was underthrown and almost intercepted.
Nice
but
play
you're
design.
talking about punch, counter punch. Even on the plays some of the plays I've seen from WS Neal tonight that didn't necessarily work out like that, his creativity offensively is very, very impressive.
Snaps back, no rush there from the Tigers. Good punt away. Jolly stands back. He's going to let it land at the 20. Going to take a Blue Eagle roll down to 15, and another one down to 10, down near the 5, went down to the 4. And once again, I don't understand why we can't come up and catch that football. And when I say we, TR Miller, you always get on me for signaling for a fair catch back in the day. You catch that ball on the 20, and now it's on the 4.
That's right. Yeah, it's on the 4. We lost a lot of yardage right there.
Once again, special teams, just a disaster for the Tigers.
Should I go get him a spirit rag?
There she is. Booker's in the house. Welcome, Booker. 1:37 here to play in the third. Tigers on top, 17-13. The line of scrimmage, their own 4-yard line.
Is Gucci still in the house with us? Because I'm wondering if he could get Hank Adam Laughlin to chime in.
Thank you, Penny. Pamela Thomas in as well. Welcome, Pamela. Continue to share the video. We love the comments. Go ahead and make mention of who you think the BMP MVP should be for each team. Looking forward to recognizing both those young men at the end of the broadcast. Welcome, Rachel Winton. Thank you for joining us. I will be Stacy. I will be. McMillan on the give. Nothing much there. Out across the 5-yard line, maybe to the 6. Actually, out near the 7. Maybe a pickup of 3. Coach Thomas will take that on the far side as well. Coach Thomas, I think if you would reset the change at 2nd, 6.5, 2nd, and 7, he'd be more than happy with that from here to the house.
Yeah, it's just wind the clock down, keep possession of the ball. Don't turn it over.
Once again, the camera angles that you have seen tonight from the action on the field, volunteers from WS Neal High School. 3 students have manned all 3 cameras, and we really appreciate that. They didn't have to do it. They wanted to be a part of it, and we appreciate them here tonight. I know you play is going to fail the game, maybe lose a yard.
Yeah, Neal got a little penetration over there on their defensive left side and really kind of blew that up, just trying to do a speed sweep. And you know, we've really not got the edge on them very much this, I say we. TR Miller, it's old habits, DJ.
Sure.
TR Miller has not got the edge on them very much.
One of my guys and one of the great football players also at TR Miller, Clay Braswell, in on the broadcast. Welcome, Clay. I hope you are doing well. Thank you for checking in on the Battle of Murder Creek.
Two of my favorite, and I think one of the best.
3rd and long, little cross buck giving Narcavis Campbell out across the 10-yard line. It'll be stopped there. 4th and long for the Tigers. That's going to take us to the end of 3rd quarter. After 3 quarters of play, TR Miller 17, WS Neal 13. What a football game. What a performance by both teams here tonight.
It's been gutty, and it has been so fun to watch. I hope you guys at home that's following BOSSMAN Productions on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, y'all can feel the electricity and sense and see how hard these guys are playing. They are swapping paint down there tonight. I'm telling you, it has been a fun ball game to watch. I honestly, really, I mean this. From what I've seen, I wish it could end in a tie.
Yeah. Thank you, Althea, but this is about the youngins, not some old man. But thank you for the kind words. Here we go. Both teams excited. Well, I'll tell you what, I hope we can show that. Can we pan down here to the WS Neal team, maybe here in front of us? Neither team. Look at Coach Williams. Look at Coach Williams. I tell you what, you talking about a winner. He's a winner.
He's a winner.
That guy's a straight-up winner. He is a star. He will build a monster. We'll build a monster here at WS Neal. You're assured of it. Thank you, Richard. I'm glad you're here as well. The more the merrier.
He's an alpha, DJ. He's an alpha.
He is an alpha. You can believe that. Thank you, Kate. 88 in the house. You are welcome, Penny. It's been our pleasure. Been a lot of fun here tonight. Welcome Margaret Weaver, 517 in the house. Yeah, I know Tanya, class of 89, arguably the prettiest girl in the Bi-City area. Tanya was a doll, I'm telling you. And she has held up well. I'm friends with her on Facebook. Thanks for watching the game with us, Tanya. You are welcome, Joan. It's been our pleasure. Can't recognize Ken James enough either. Ken's the one that's pushing all the buttons. He's directing all the camera angles. He's doing the replays. You can't appreciate, unless you could see it, and I think Tony will say this as well, you can't appreciate the job he's had here the last couple of days.
I've been awestruck, the knowledge that he has and how good he is at what he does. It is a lot of work to bring this to you guys. I didn't appreciate it until I got to see it firsthand.
Hey, Naxon punting out of his own end zone, gets a pretty good one there. Going to hit it at the 40-yard line. High bounce. Jacoby takes it to the 45. Makes a man miss. Bounces the far side. The 40. Still on his feet. 35-30. Down the far sideline. 25-20. 15-10. Taken down there about the 8-yard line. Once again, when the special teams for T.R. Miller's on the field, you don't know what's going to happen, but it's not going to be anything good for them.
Well, you talked about it earlier with T.R. Miller letting the punt go. He did the smart thing. He grabbed it and was able to make something out of it, get to the side. He saved them yardage. He could have very easily stepped out of the way and let it go. He's a competitor. He wants to win. He knows how big this game is.
Nobody's going away. First and goal, Blue Eagles.
Punch, counter punch.
The line of scrimmage, the T.R. Miller 9-yard. 20 seconds into the final in the fourth quarter here tonight.
This has been a great ball game to watch.
It's going to be great for the next 12 minutes.
We couldn't have picked a better inaugural game to
I'm telling you what, man, this is amazing. I say it's amazing. It happens every year. It just happens to be these guys this year. It's going to be the same thing next year. They just come out there and put their guts on the line and compete like mothers, and I love it. First and goal, Blue Eagles. Hawthorne motions the near side. Little busted play there. Thomas running for his life. Here comes Ricky Samuel giving chase into the near sideline. That's going to be a push in the back. No flag. They get him down around the 10-yard line. Little busted play, it looked like, coming out from under center. Matt Thomas showing pretty good speed to get the corner, actually. Kind of keep the loss to a minimal, loses 1, maybe 2 yards. It'll be second and goal from there.
Very good wheels right there, and you were right, running for your life. Big 35 was hot on his trail. Just a busted play, like he came out from under center, was going to run a toss sweep to the left. Nobody was there. Smart, kept it, and I don't think he lost yards. He may have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Haley Williams from Ohio taking in the Battle of Murder Creek. Brenton Bell, Jonathan Wetzel is also second and goal. Look for Jacoby Hawthorne, one-on-one on the far side of the field, and that's actually going to be Woods on the far side of the field. They're going to give it to Maddox back to the near side. Good block to the point of attack. He's going to go in. Touchdown, WS Neal. Touchdown, Marvin Maddox on the counter back to the near side. Blue Eagles back on top, 19-17. A very, very important extra point on the way. This would make it a 3-point lead. Missed one a little earlier in the contest. This is a big play here. Hey, Tammy Gray, thank you for being here. $11:25 here to play in the ball game. The snap's back, the hole's down, the kick's up, it's good. Big extra point there. That now makes it a 3-point lead. 2017 Blue Eagles. And I hate to keep harping on it, and I hate to keep beating a dead horse, but the special teams here for T.R. Miller tonight have been atrocious.
And Neal's has been just the opposite.
It's just the opposite. And that's kind of
.90% of the time. Great execution on that touchdown run.
Can we get this?
Great execution on that touchdown run.
Oh, we can't. Okay, I got you. Oh, we lost the feed.
Are we dead in the water?
No, I think we're still going.
Okay, are we?
On the audio, anyway.
Audio's on, all right.
Stay with us. We'll be back up momentarily. We'll bring you the play-by-play action until the video does come back.
I'm telling you, this game is so hot it burnt the cable wire up.
2017 our score.
Neal Band's rocking, DJ.
11:25 here to play in the ball game. What a football game by both teams.
Neal fans on their feet. They're hugging. You can see it. You can see them feeling it. It's winding down. Game's slowly deteriorating and eating away. Neal fans are up. They're waving the pom-poms. Here comes the wave of noise to us.
I'm going to tell you, one of the byproducts of a game like this is there's going to be absolutely broken hearts at the end. And I'm not saying this in a inhumane way. That's the way it should be. The price is high. The price you pay is high. The pain of losing one. Get on the ball. And they did another special team snafu. Stokes doesn't go there and catch the ball at all. They're going to have it. Their ball. I don't understand it. And it's been an issue all year long. Jacoby on the recovery. They now have it out at the 34-yard line. Just will not catch the football. None of them. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, when it was kicked, I think Stokes had the same thought I had initially. The thing was going to bounce and get out of bounds. It actually bounced and went straight up, stayed in bounds. Neal streaking down the sideline and got it. But that's, I guess, the 7th, 8th week in a row now that somebody's done an onside kick on TR Miller and has gotten it.
It's this, it's mind-boggling, to be honest with you, to be as inept as the Tigers have been all year on special teams, minus Matthew Morgan's kicking and Hayden Atkinson's punting when the ball's gotten to him.
If TR Miller's special teams were clean, they'd be winning this ball game right now because a lot of WSN's points have come off from miscues on special teams.
1st and 10, Blue Eagles at the Tigers' 34-yard line. Blue Eagles lead 2017. There's the big freshman.
Boom.
There's the big freshman.
Oh, he's planted, baby.
Ricky
Let's
Samuels.
see that again. Let's see that again. Let's see the plan again.
Blue Eagles on top, up near 600. Get us to 600 viewers, folks. Get us there. Get us there. This is the pilot program. Speed sweep, quick pitch. Marvin loses his footing just a little bit. DeMarcus McMillan playing through the block of Jacoby Hawthorne. That play's going to lose 4 yards. Nice stand here by the Tiger defense.
McMillan won't be credited for that tackle, but he essentially made it because he never laid a hand on him. He got upfield, got so much penetration, hit the back that was coming out to block him. Running back went to make a cut. The feet come out from under him, and they lost a yard or two.
And I'll tell you, we'll get to it in a minute. 3rd and long, Blue Eagles. The line of scrimmage just outside the Tiger 37-yard line.
Letting McMillan's got to stand. He's got to put the team on their back right here, make some big plays. This is a big stand right here.
Probably 4-down territory. Look at the Bonham kid at fullback.
So.
He's a freshman.
He's a big one.
He is full grown. Look at him. You don't think he's not going to put his stamp on a couple of these games over the next several years? Maybe this year.
In 4 years, he is going to. He's baby SEC right now. In 4 years, he's going to be full grown SEC.
Golly, he's good.
What number is it? He's number
9.
Get on number 9. Can we get on number 9 real quick?
Isaac Bonham. He is a freshman.
Are we back on? Are we live now?
He is a beast. We apologize for the technical difficulties. We will have it back up here in just a minute. Audio, no video again. Yeah, we're up. We are back. Here we go. Stay with us, everybody. 580 on the broadcast, trying to get to 600. Let's go touch it while we're here. Continue to comment. Make your selections for the BMP MVP, one for each team.
This is the first Battle of Murder Creek I've seen since 1979. David Drawball from Mobile. Glad to have you, David. Who do you want to go, Carl? Who do you want to go?
3rd and 15 for the Blue Eagles, possibly in 4-down territory inside their own 40-yard line. Get a couple here. Thank you, Tanya. Benita Howington in the house. Go Big Blue, class of 1986. Thanks for joining us. Here we go. Twin wideouts on the near side. Matt Thomas going to roll to the far side. Look back to the near side. Has a screen set up.
Perfectly.
It's wide open. Marvin Maddox at the 30, 25-20. Makes a man miss. Still on his feet down to the 15-yard line. I tell you what, that guy's electric. Great play call once again. Great play design by Coach Andrew Williams, converting on 3rd and 15 and another Blue Eagle first down.
I kind of hate to say this, but it feels like Williams is a couple of steps ahead of the other sideline over there. He has been pushing the right buttons and turning the right dials whenever he needed it tonight. Great effort. I'll keep saying it because I think it's so true, and I think it bears repeating. What a bright future this coach has. what a bright future this team has.
9:30 here to play in the ball game. Blue Eagles lead 2017, trying to add to that. They're going to turn around and give to Hill off left guard. A lot of good contact up there again. Ricky Samuels on the tackle. Play picks up about 3. Noah Hill with 3 tough yards there. I'm going to tell you something. That young man has showed up and played well today also, doing all his damage between the tackles. Held on to the football. It's been pretty physical with him in there.
He certainly has. You could call any number that's out there on the field right now, and you've seen him giving max effort. You've seen him swapping paint. Hey, I don't envy you guys at home. Y'all start sending in your picks for player of the game, but I don't know who you would choose at this point off of either side.
600. We touched it, 600. Back
there we
down
are. There we are.
600. Keep it coming. 2nd down, 7 Blue Eagles. Clock continues to run. 8:45 here to play in the ball game. Blue Eagles on top. They lead by 3. Matt Thomas taking the shot clock all the way down to 6. Now to 5. Snap's going to give the Bonham off left guard. Down inside the 10-yard line, down near the 9. That's going to make it 3rd and short. That's probably going to be 4-down territory. Mateo Smith, the left tackle, getting good movement up front for the Blue Eagles.
If you're a player out there and you've got WSN on your schedule in the next 3 years, you better start eating and you better start working out because he's going to be a load.
He's a load tonight. I tell you what, look at that young man. He is a freshman. And he might be the most impressive kid on the field from a physical standpoint.
From a physical standpoint,
My
you're
goodness.
right. If he fulfills what you would think an upside would be for somebody that age, that young, with that size, he's going to be a monster.
Went for a $175 against Thomasville early in the year. 3rd and a long 3. The ball inside the Tiger 10. Bonham gets it again. He's going to be short of the 1st down. Pretty good stand there by the Tiger defense. Jalen Walker, Dan Samuels, Orlando Gandy, all there. That's going to bring up 4th and short.
You go for the throat, you get to points. You go for the throat, you get to points.
Noah Hill just came out with like maybe a shoulder injury. We certainly hope that young man's okay. He's been banging there all night.
4th down.
4th and a long 2. 4th and a long 2.
He's going.
Andrew's probably going to run this clock down, I would think, and then maybe think about this. Maybe not. Shot clock at 18, and we'll see how big of a hurry they're not. Nah, Andrew, they're fixing to go for it right here. They're going for the throat right here. He has drawn the line in the sand, and Coach Williams says, we're going right here. 4th and a long 2. Shot clock down to 7. 2 backs in the backfield. Matt Thomas taking his time. He's in command of the offense. He's going to turn and give on the counter. Back to the near side. That's Maddox. He has the 1st down. He has more. He reaches. He stretches. Touchdown, WSN.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Marvin
Touchdown,
Maddox.
Eagles.
Touchdown. Great call there once again. Andrew Williams on the counter back to the near sideline. Blue Eagles now on top 26-17. 7 minutes to play in the ball game. An extra point away from a 10-point lead. That's going to make it tough on the Tiger offense.
What a great gutsy call right there.
I'm going to tell you something. Did you see him? When he turned around? He said, we're going right now. It's no playing for 3. We're drawing the line in the sand, and we're going right now.
Do what you got to do, Neal fans, to keep this coach around. He's a good one.
A lot of football left to play. Extra point on the way. It's up. It's good. Tomaso knocks it in. 27-17. 7:01 to play in the ball game. Tell you what, it's an uphill battle now for the Tigers. No question about that.
You would think the Tigers would be favored coming in here, and I think they probably were, but they sure don't like the better team on the field right now. Getting outplayed and outcoached. Heads hanging, dragging over there while there's life and excitement on this blue side over here. The fans are absolutely going crazy down there. Welcome to the Jungles being cranked up, baby, and they're dancing in the aisles of East Bruton, Alabama tonight.
Come get some.
Come get you some.
If you want some.
To the jungle.
You kind of wonder if this might be a little gamesmanship back across the way. This is a song that's often played at Bruton Municipal Stadium. You just wonder.
That ain't a jungle no more, baby. That's a petting zoo.
Good call right there, Michael Brown. Maddox looks like Matt Campbell. I can't disagree with you. Looked better than Matt Campbell in that particular run, and I've seen both of them. It's a new day at WSN High School, and you can believe that.
You better believe that, because if you don't, you're going to get your feelings hurt.
Back deep for the Tigers, Joshua Jolly.
Andrew Williams.
6'14", baby.
Andrew Williams.
6'18".
Is a maker of men.
Andrew Williams. Andrew Williams, Coach Andrew Williams. Remember that name, people. Let me tell you what, he is a superstar. He is a rock star, and I may move to East Bruton and let Mitt play for him when it's time to suit up and knock heads. He's an alpha, baby. He's an alpha. I love it. I've enjoyed watching him, and I've enjoyed watching his team. They have taken it to T.R. Miller.
The Tigers, assuming they can handle the kickoff here, are going to have to be in go mode offensively. Time working against them. 7:01 here to play in the ball game. Tigers had the lead there for a moment. Back-to-back touchdown drives. There it is, a quick little kick away. That's going to be Webb at the 20-yard line, 25-30 into the near sideline. Nice job, Jacoby Hawthorne. I'm going to tell you something. Cutting him down in the open field at the 33-yard line. Nice job, Jacoby. Things getting chippy on the field. You expect it in this game. Keep it clean. Keep it intense. I like it. I like it. Here we go. 1st and 10 Tigers. The line of scrimmage, they're on 34-yard line. Under 7 minutes here to play in the ball game. Blue Eagles on top by 10.
Tigers.
Jolly in the shotgun formation. Twin wideouts to the far side of the field. Suit Campbell in the slot. McMillan off left tackle. Cut down at the 40-yard line, the 35-yard line. That's going to be a short gain, 1, maybe 2 yards.
Stop made by Hawthorne.
That's going to make it 2nd long.
Play picks up a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Tigers.
WS Neal's got a great defensive scheme here.
Yeah, they do.
They've been doing it all night. We're running these little counters and these little back veers, and they're staying at home, and they're overloading the sides that we're going to. Just a well defensive played game.
Jolly play action pass, rolls to the far side, nobody open. He's
Nowhere
to
to go.
He's going to look at Mateo Smith. He's got his hands on him. Jolly breaks that.
Away.
Jolly breaks that. Great effort, Joshua Jolly. Mateo Smith had him on the far side of the field, couldn't get him on the ground. Jolly escaped the big loss, picked up a couple.
I like the passion. I like the energy. I like the effort you see from Jolly, but you wonder if it's too little too late at this point.
3rd and long for the Tigers. 6:15 here to play in the ball game. 27-17 our score.
If I'm Coach Thomas over on the Miller sideline, I think I'm having a little better sense of urgency because you got to get the ball back twice. I know he went out of bounds right there, but they've kind of been content to kind of stand around and let time burn off the clock. I'm starting to think about now getting in succession of plays and trying to conserve some clock to get the ball back.
They're talking personal foul. Personal foul against the Tigers.
I did not see it. Do we have a replay of that last play? Maybe we can pull it.
That's going to make a bad situation even worse for the Tigers. Personal foul against the – don't know who it was on, but 2nd and that's going to make it and forever.
Well, it lost to poise right there. You know, Jolly made great individual effort. Turned a loss into a good play, and it may have been on him. I thought I saw a little bit of extracurricular on the sideline when I talked about passion, but honestly, I didn't see enough to warrant a personal foul.
2nd about 25. This is does not play to the Tigers' strong point. Passing game has been basically non-existent most of the year. They are not set up for this down and distance. Most offenses are not.
And they're man-to-man. They got 2 wideouts in here. They're man-to-man. If we could hit a pass right here, you would think that maybe you could make a little hay. We're coming that way. We're man-to-man. They throw underneath instead.
Look at that. Nice read there. Jacoby Hawthorne all over that. Jolly on the short game there out in the flats. That's going to make it 3rd, and we'll still call it 23.
I absolutely love what I see from WS Neal. The defense, the schemes they're putting against T.R. Miller. It's like somebody's telling Neal where the ball's coming, because when the ball gets wherever it's going, Neal has 4 or 5 players, it seems, they're waiting on him.
3rd and long. Stokes in the gun, takes a snap, play action, going to throw the screen back to the far side. They have it open for a moment. McMillan on the far side breaks the tackle at 20, cut down to 23, another short pickup. That's going to make it 4th and 22. You know, you're almost danged if you do, danged if you don't here. 5 minutes to play in the ballgame, 5:20 to be exact. How many more positions can you really get? But on the other hand, 4th and 22 in a very limited passing game. What realistic shot do you have to convert?
Well, I think you got to punt right here. You can't give them the ball right there. You're only down by 10. I know time's running out, but they have timeouts. I don't know. Well, Miller just took a timeout there. I don't know if I would have burnt one. I think I would have punted down, tried to stuff them, maybe call a timeout on there, get them to punt. You have 2 timeouts left. work the sidelines and do something. But here's one of the things I'm seeing from Miller's offense tonight, and it's been evident.
Can we show the crowd? Do we have a camera that can get to the crowd? It is a party in WS Neal Stadium right now.
It is rocking. Hey, I feel the stadium shaking, baby.
My gosh.
I see an old white man doing it out there.
I'm telling you.
Look at him.
I'm telling you.
He's got terrible rhythm, but he's doing it, baby.
It is happening right now.
No, we need right here by the band. That's where it's rocking at.
There it is. It is a...
No, that ain't it. It's down here.
No,
we're on...
Yeah.
No, that ain't it.
No, it's the other side.
Yeah, no.
That's all right. We want to thank Main Street Family Care Urgent Care, being the sponsor here in the fourth quarter. Thank you for making this broadcast possible by taking ownership of the fourth quarter. Thank you so much.
5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. WS Neal with a 10-point lead. You see Neal players feeling it right now, number 51. 650 watching right now.
10,000 views. This thing has gone through the roof. I think it's been a success. And I tell you what, my time up here is getting short. I've got to get down that field here pretty quick and hug a bunch of necks on both sides. And some of them are going to be ones I'm going to enjoy, some not so much. But I'm going to hug each and every one of them, I can promise you. Stokes looks, throws across the far side of the field, has Jolly. Going to be well short of his first down. Blue Eagles will take over on downs. Flag on the play back here. Might get a rough in the passer. That would be the only thing to salvage and save the drive for the Tigers. Get up.
I actually got a referee knocked down and possibly hurt on the other side, too.
Get up.
When I tell you Battle of Murder Creek, it's Battle of Murder Creek. Can we get a replay there and see what happened to Jennings?
Get up.
Jennings appears to be shaking up a little bit.
He got driven down. He'll be all right.
It looks like he...
2 flags on the play.
Looks like he may be a little bit stunned.
I think he's
a little dizzy.
I don't know that he's going to remember tonight.
That might be a good thing.
Yeah, he's not. I'm going to have to go over and check on my guy.
Yeah, you go do your daddy duties. I got you.
Yeah,
here we go. So here's the replay right here. See him throw it. He drills him. Yeah, hits him right in the mouth. The camera left, but he hits him helmet right to the under the chin is what it appeared to be.
All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to check out of this thing and get over and check on my guy.
You go be a daddy.
I want to tell everybody that's been on the broadcast, I've enjoyed being a part of this. I've enjoyed watching the game with all you guys. It's been a lot of fun. Make sure you like the Boss Man page, Facebook page. Continue to make comments. Tony, I've enjoyed being with you. I know you have to get out of here after the game and go to Gadsden. Safe travels to you. Good luck in your softball tournament. Ken, thank you so much for making all this possible. We've got to have the most fun, but you're the one that's made it happen, man.
Woo. Well, hey, listen, I've enjoyed it. First ever.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun.
T-Bone.
I'm going to go. I'm going to let y'all take it in. I enjoyed it with all you guys. Thank you so much. Love all of you. Bye.
All right, DJ.
Hot forward back deep for the Eagles.
You still hot? Burn
so there he goes. One of the best in the business, in my opinion. And y'all get it for free. I'm the one that pays.
One of the best in the business, for sure.
One of the best, for sure.
There's absolutely
so
no doubt.
Miller punts the ball away.
From the police
WS Neal will take over.
East Fruiton Police Department. Tag number 21.
At the 34-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, WS Neal
That's your tag
at the 34-yard line.
21 AH.
How about this crowd, Tony?
If you're listening and you have a tag number that's 21 AAH 982, I think is what he said, your vehicle's about to be towed.
How about this crowd?
The crowd is rocking.
This place is jumping.
I've literally, Ken James, I've literally gotten chill bumps about 6 or 7 times during this game from what's going on the field and then seeing the fans' reactions in the stands. They have been rocking.
They have been rocking. They have definitely been rocking.
So a handoff straight ahead for little to no gain by WS Neal. You would think right here now that Coach Williams is going to probably just do a lot of that. 4 minutes and 17, 16, 15, 14 seconds, 27-17, WS Neal. So Coach Williams will slow play his hand. I'm sure he's told his quarterback, don't snap the ball with more than
shot clock down
5
to 12
seconds.
Yeah, he's gonna roll it down to what, 5, 4?
Yeah. Play clock's at 8.
Yep.
7, 6. There's the snap with 4 on the clock.
Yep.
Again, a little handoff, off tackle.
Still running that
a
clock.
little to no gain.
Still running
but
that
that'll
clock.
take off another 25 or 30 seconds off the clock. Ken, I can't hear you. Are you going out live?
Yeah.
I can't hear you in my headset.
Well, you can't hear me because I'm on.
Okay. All right. 27-17, WS Neal, 3 minutes, 43 seconds.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Timeout on TR Miller Tigers. So I've said this before, and I've said this a lot, and you've been listening. You've been running the board while me and DJ's been up here, but you've heard me say this a bunch. I can't say how impressed I am with seeing this WS Neal team and how they played tonight. Now, Miller has not played very well tonight at all. A lot of that has to do with how much, how good WS Neal's played. Okay, they came in with a game plan offensively and defensively, and they worked it.
Yes.
Defensively, is the game plan was phenomenal on WS Neal. Everywhere the ball was going,
Coach Williams had them prepared.
He absolutely had them prepared. Everywhere the ball was going, Neal had it snuffed out. The speed for WS Neal, I wouldn't expect WS Neal to have this kind of speed. And
that Maddox kid is he's quick.
The future of WS Neal is very bright.
Yes, it's very bright. Very bright. Coach Williams has had his team ready and definitely ready to play tonight. They've done a great job.
Blue Eagles coming back out on the field. There's 3 minutes, 43 seconds left in the game. Shot clock's down to 16, 15, 14, 27, 17, 3 minutes, 43 seconds.
Shot clock down to 3.
He gets the ball off under center, little sweep. He gets the corner. He's got the corner. He'll be run out of bounds.
Right at the first down marker. I don't know. Did he get it?
It looks like he might have come up a little bit shy of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down, I believe.
5 yards. It'll be 4th and 5.
So it'll be 4th and 5.
I want to take this opportunity to tell everybody, thank you for tuning in tonight. And hey, this is a first time thing for us. I know we've had a little snafus here and there, and probably hadn't been the smoothest, but hey, we're going to get there, and but we appreciate everybody that's tuned in. And Tony, thank you for coming down. And
well, Ken, this has been an honor, and it is a lot of work to it. There's a snap. WS Neal going to put it away. There's a rush. Miller almost gets a hand on it. It's fielded back by Jolly. Jolly gets a little running room. He wants to make a cut, and he slips. He fielded the ball about the 25-yard line, made a couple of cuts, had some open field back to his left, which will be the visitor side and Miller's side, and his footing went out from under him. Could have been setting up for something big. If Miller could have went down and scored right there, it would totally change the complexion of the game. But he slips right here. So Miller's got it. Miller's got to. They got 3 minutes 23 seconds left, down by 10. I think Miller. I think they've taken one timeout that I remember this quarter. It's not really showing it on the board.
No, it's not showing on the board. So
but I think I remember them taking one. So they should have 2 timeouts left. Ball's on the 35-yard line. Jolly's in the shotgun. Jolly takes a snap, fakes a handoff to McMillan. Jolly rolls left. He looks down the field. He throws the ball. Number 11.
Off. Right.
Would have been enough for a first down. Would have been off his fingertips. Would have been about a 15-yard gain. He would have, if he would have recepted the ball, he would have been at the 50-yard line. He would have had room to turn up, but thrown a little high, a little out in front of him. He's able to get his fingertips on it, and it bounced off. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for T.R. Miller at the 35-yard line. The clock will stop with incomplete pass. 3 minutes, 16 seconds. 27-17, WS Neal Blue Eagles. It has been a great game by WS Neal.
Yes, it has.
There's the snap. Jolly left-handed quarterback rolls back. He's got time. Now he's getting a little bit of pressure. He's feeling. He's getting outside. He's picking up some yardage. May have picked up 5, 6 right there on the. Let's see what they give him. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
It's up 6 yards.
At the 46?
Yep, they give him 6 exactly. He steps out of bounds, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 4 at about the 46. Good eyes, Ken.
3:05 left on the clock.
27-17. Clock stops again because we get out of bounds. You probably see a lot more of the same right here. That Miller's going to try to work it to the sidelines, you would think. There he is throwing to Campbell. Oh, I'm sorry. Campbell went on a wheel right. Number 11,
Matthew
Smith come up underneath. It was like a wheel right and a cut over under, and again off of Smith's fingertip.
700.
Ball should have probably been caught. 700. Wow.
700.
Thank you, everybody, for chiming in. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been an awesome experience. It's the first time we've done it. We've enjoyed bringing it to you. It's been a great ball game if you're a WS Neal Blue Eagle. The first half, first 3 quarters of this ball game was a slobber knocker.
It was. It's a slobber knocker.
3 minutes left, 27-17 Neal. There's a snap.
Good old JR.
Jolly rolls out. He reverses. Oh, it's almost intercepted. Almost intercepted.
Yep.
Matthew Thomas comes up, makes a break on the play, almost intercepts it. The ball will go over on downs. It's 1st and 10, WS Blue Eagles.
I want you to know this place is rocking. Do you hear me, Tony?
It is rocking.
It is rocking.
I wish. Let's try to get a shot of some of that out there if we can, Ken. Barring a miracle, the WS Neal Blue Eagles just didn't give the game. They wouldn't give in the game. They went and took the game from the TR Miller Tigers, and they've deserved to win this game the way they've won it, the way they played.
How about oh no, we got they're headed back out. Yeah, this place is jumping. This place is jumping.
2 minutes, 54 seconds. Ball turns over on downs. WS Neal has it, 27-17. Ball's on the 41-yard line, under center. Snap, run a little counter back. He's got some room. He's got 5 yards. He's got 6. Almost gets out and gets a first down. Let me see where they spot him at. Yep. First down, WS Neal. Marvin Maddox, a 12th grader, running back, defensive back, just spinning, forcefully making his way up the field because he wants to win the ball game. You're seeing some grit. You're seeing the boys feeling it now. If you're a Blue Eagle and you're at home, you need to be feeling it too. WS Neal's just manhandling TR Miller up front right now. I'm so happy and pleased with what I've seen. We talked about it earlier. I got to meet Coach Williams earlier this week, and I just absolutely fell in love with him.
Great guy. Great guy. Great family.
There's another handoff coming off the counter.
Did you get a chance to meet AJ?
That's two. I did meet
Last
him.
night?
Yes.
I think he done the moonwalk on the bridge.
He did.
Yes.
His daddy, when we were in his office, his daddy showed me his Michael Jackson impersonation. AJ's the same age as my son, Mitchell Burnham. Mitchell does a great Elvis. He does a great Michael Jackson. We're talking about teaming them up and going making some money when Coach and I both retire.
Tell you what, Andrew Williams and his wife teaches with mine at Neal Elementary School, and I'll tell you what, just can't say enough good things about those people. Just great folks, and I think the future is really bright over here for the Blue Eagles.
Absolutely, absolutely. Timeout WS Neal right here. Speaking of great folks, you won't say this, but I'll say it. BOSSMAN Productions, a.k.a. Ken James, raised and donated nearly $20,000 to put in a first-class PA system over here at WS Neal Stadium. Y'all, there's something here I've never seen before because I'm not a tech guy, so this might not be new, but Ken, it's new to me. Those big gray things you got sitting out there.
Yeah.
Tell everybody what those jokers are.
They're 255 pounds of a piece, and they were rough to get up here. We had to get several hands to help.
I could imagine.
Sure.
I'm glad I wasn't here that day.
But you can hear over here now.
You can hear over here now. Neal's got the ball, 2 minutes, 9 seconds, 27-17. Comes back, does a little counter the other way. Tracked down in the backfield by Ty Lett. That's going to lose a couple of yards. That'll bring up about 3rd and 9 for the WS Neal Blue Eagles. The clock is ticking. Coach Williams is just going to be conservative right here. 150, 149, 23 on the shot clock. So Neal will have to snap it with about a minute and 20-something, 25, 26 left.
Yep.
A minute 33 in the game, 8 on the shot clock. Neal comes to the line, they're under center. 3 seconds, 2. He gets it off with 2 seconds. Fakes a handoff, throws over the middle. He's got a man wide open. Oh, Great play set up, but great individual comeback and effort by number 27, Jolly, to break on it, make up, and knock the ball away.
Man.
I really like this guy's play call.
Wow.
Let me tell you what that play right there was. You're up by 10 with a minute and less than a minute and a half to go. That's a kill shot.
Yes.
That's sending a message.
Yes. Yeah.
Not only to TR Miller, but to the rest of the folks. Let me tell you something, WS Neal. If you let this coach go, you're crazy. If you're a WS Neal fan, if you're a sponsor, if you're a booster, you tell your people you want to keep this coach. He's got this program on the rise. Neal under center. Minute 21, 27-17. Little counter back to the other side. Big number 35. That's Ricky Samuels. The planner, ball comes out, but they're going to call him down. They stopped his forward progress. That's going to bring
34.
That was 4th down, so it's going to be 1st and 10 Miller. Turnover on downs. Hearing some boos from the crowd. I don't know exactly. Maybe there was something extracurricular that I did not see, Ken.
I didn't see it, so.
Minute and 13 in WS Neal Stadium in East Bruton, Alabama. The underdog, the Davids, are up by 10, 27-17.
Shot clock's an inside joke. Somebody said the shot clock is ain't basketball.
We know that.
We know.
Jolly's back. He steps up, avoids the pressure, spins out, throws the ball downfield. He's got a man down there. That's Campbell. Campbell jumps, overthrown. As Campbell's falling, he's trying to play referee and call for the flag. There's none coming. Calling it incomplete. Campbell had position. Campbell had to pull up and stop, and then the ball wound up being a little bit overthrown. I think maybe if he would have kept his momentum going, he might could have had a shot at that. But nonetheless,
minute 5.
What you saw right there and what you guys saw at home all night, wherever the ball's been, there's been a WS Neal Blue Eagle there. We've not been able to get away from, or TR Miller's not been able to get away from them.
Minute 5 to go.
27-17. Jolly's in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Matt Millen. There's a blitz. There's a fire coming in. That's Noah Hill. Come on a corner blitz. Almost got the sack. Jolly athletic enough to turn and get rid of the ball. Miller was trying to set up a little throwback. 59 seconds. The folks over here, and I almost said Buddy Taylor. Buddy Taylor Memorial. The folks at Buddy, it's WS Neal Stadium.
That's right.
The Neal fans are tasting it.
They're feeling it. I want to tell you, if you haven't been through WS Neal High School, they have built a fine facility over here.
If you're a Neal fan, if you're an alumni and you don't live in the area and you haven't been back in a while, come back.
You need to come back.
You won't believe what you've seen.
They have built a first-class facility over here for sure.
There was a flag on the play, illegal procedure for TR Miller. Imagine that. 27-17, 59 seconds. Jolly in the shotgun, got Matt Millen to the left. There's the snap. Jolly rolls left. He's rolling, he's looking. Jolly throws the ball, almost intercepted. Again, got a WS Neal Blue Eagle on the spot. I can't impress and I can't overstate enough how well coached this WS Neal defense has been tonight.
They have absolutely been. I mean, I tell you what, things have gone their way. I mean, like you said, the first three quarters were, as JR says, a slobber knocker.
It was.
But the fourth quarter, it's just things just bounced Neal's way for sure.
This is absolutely the ball game right here. 4th down and 10, TR Miller.
51 seconds to go in the fourth.
On the 35-yard line. On Miller's 35-yard line. Jolly in a shotgun. There's a snap. Throws a little inside screen. And he's tackled down short for a short gain. True to form, WS Neal defense. Johnny on the spot tonight. Miller can't get any traction in yardage. They've completely been like a boa constrictor and started choking us down till later in the game. We can't get any traction on them. And I keep saying us. I'm so used to doing TR Miller games from in the past, y'all. Impressive play. Impressive coaching by the WS Neal Blue Eagles.
No doubt.
Ball's turned over on downs. It's academic from here, Neal
Look
fans.
at that. Look at that crowd.
Somebody's throwing some bass because I can feel it in my toes.
Look at that crowd. Look at Neal's sidelines. I'll tell you what, if there's it's an excitement there at WS Neal Stadium for sure.
45 seconds. Neal is in the victory formation. 27-17, ball on the Miller 43-yard line. It's number 4, Matthew Thomas takes the snap and takes a knee. 35, 33. Shot clock has not started.
What's up, Eric Barnes, class of 95?
27, 26, 25. Now it's started. Neal may not have to snap again.
Becky Daughtry.
They may have to snap it with less than a second left. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. WS Neal takes the snap. Neal's down. 9 seconds. That's the ball game, Neal fan.
The Blue Eagles are going to win.
So it's a final. They're storming the field.
They're storming the field. They're storming the field.
This place is rocking. This is why you come to the Battle of Murder Creek.
That's exactly why you come.
This is what you do. This is how you do it.
Wow. Wow.
Teams are lining up at midfield and they're shaking hands.
Good sportsmanship.
They go toe-to-toe. They bite, they scratch, they claw when that clock's running.
That's right.
When that clock hits triple zeros, they're back to being friends. A lot of these guys play ball together.
That's
baseball,
right.
travel ball. You see them hugging, patting each other's neck.
They do.
This is why this is the best rivalry in the state of Alabama.
Without a doubt.
And you people were lucky enough to witness the inaugural, that's the right word, right?
The inaugural BOSSMAN Productions Battle of Murder Creek.
Wow.
First ever.
It's been a good one. I hope you guys at home has enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed it here. I'm so impressed with WS Neal.
I tell you what, man. I mean, what do you say about Coach Andrew Williams and his team and his coaching staff, his preparedness, his game plan? I mean, you like you said a while ago, he brought these guys in here to play ball tonight.
I don't know what the future holds in the playoffs for WS Neal. We know they go to Munford. Munford's got a good ball team. If you're a WS Neal fan, if you're a WS Neal alumni, if you're a WS Neal supporter, you follow these Eagles.
Yeah.
Don't know what they're going to do in the playoffs. They're still a young team. They still undersized. They're playing with a third-string center.
They raising the trophy.
But being too small didn't matter tonight as they raised the trophy.
They raised that Battle of Murder Creek trophy.
There it is. That's what the boys played for.
That's what they played. Thank you, Pa. That's what they play for.
Again, I want to thank the WS Neal faculty and student body for supplying BOSSMAN Production with the AV Club people
they did a great job. What a great job these. I mean, what can you say about it?
Listen, at home, the shots you're seeing right now, the shots you've seen all night, have been done by 10th, 11th, and 12th grade students here at WS Neal. This is a fine program. It's a fine school filled with fine people. We've been treated nothing but with respect and class. Matter of fact, this box of hamburger and hot dogs I've got right here was brought over by James Grantham. Let's say thanks to James Grantham.
We can't say enough. I want to tell you something. James Grantham is a driving force at WS Neal. I mean, he really is. James is not one that wants to get in front of the camera. He's not one that wants to get behind the microphone. But James deserves a lot of pats on the back for sure. And I know this is a big win for James and all the Blue Eagles over here. And I know that everybody's proud to see it. But I tell you, James and that quarterback club, and I'm talking Susan Rhodes and the concession stand workers, and Mike Sheffield, and all these guys, and LaDon Simmons and Mayor Terry Clark, and the preacher, and I mean everybody that contributes over here to the success of this program. I tell you, it's just it really is. It's been amazing to watch this year. We've been part of it, every Thursday night, and we've enjoyed being a part of it. Had a great time. Had a lot of support from Blue Eagle fans, and And I just want to say thanks. BOSSMAN Productions, certainly we've had nothing but support, nothing but people coming out and helping and lending helping hands to us. So, we take our hat off to y'all and thank y'all for getting behind this thing. And I'll tell you one thing, another thing that's really, really, really impressive to me is how well that this young team has come out and composed themselves and stayed composed all night long. Even when they were down, they were still composed. They never looked like they were out of it, and they just played football. And like you said, they were putting some licks on some people. And you know about putting licks on people.
They were definitely swapping the paint out there today.
They were swapping some paint, that's
but
for
let me
sure.
tell you what, these young men are led by a tremendous coach, and I can't stress that enough.
Listen,
Andrew Williams
for those of
is
you
a
that
star.
don't realize the bloodline of that guy, look him up. That's all I'll say. I mean, he is
he's a winner.
He is a winner. And I don't know if y'all. Yeah, we got a camera on this. Listen.
Yeah. That's what it's all about right there.
This is what it's
you're
all
seeing
about
on the screen,
right
that's
here.
what it's all about. We've all been there. Most of us have been there. Most of you that's tuned in, y'all have been there. Y'all remember being that age. Y'all remember that youth. Y'all remember that joy. This is one of the memories that you'll take the rest of your life till you die. This game is important. This is a big game, and they deserve to celebrate.
I'll tell you what, I keep seeing. We're talking about the BMP player of the game.
Well, that's what I'm about to get to. Yeah,
I've seen Jacoby's name a bunch.
Well, Benjamin Hartley's right because Jacoby is the W.S. Neal BOSSMAN Productions
player
MVP.
MVP.
The BMP MVP.
That's it.
Now for T.R. Miller, the BMP MVP is Tyrone Lett, middle linebacker.
Tyrone Lett.
He was all over the place. It could have been tossed up between him and Matt Millen, but Lett really played his heart out. Lett probably finished his game with 10 or 12 tackles, couple for loss. He was getting after it out there tonight. So congratulations to those student athletes.
I'll tell you what, man, this is an impressive scene right here to see this. And, of course, you get to hear all the music and all the fanfare and see everybody celebrating and just having a big time. And I'll tell you what, I'm glad that we were able to be here for this and to watch this and to be a part of this. This has been a tremendous experience here tonight, Tony. I mean, a tremendous experience.
Listen, y'all out there, if you like watching this, like it, support it, pass on the information. It's free to you guys, but if we can develop sponsorship, we can be able to do this more and more often to go around to big games, and we'll let you pick the games.
That's right. That's right.
That's our goal. That's the vision that Ken has. That's the vision that DJ has. I'm just a tag along, but the goal and the vision is let's get this thing going. We want to interact with the fans. This isn't ESPN.
No.
You may think it's half-hour comedy hour sometimes.
Right.
Then you
amateur hour.
We may be amateur hour all the time.
It's amateur hour all the time. That's a fact. But
the goal is to bring you quality football.
There's no doubt about
from
that.
People who love high school football. To people who love high school football and can't be here. David thinks there's only 19 countries and 7 states, but we have heard from people outside. Here's how I have to tell it, David. You have to cross water to get to them.
Right.
So we've heard from people that you have to cross water to get to them.
Yeah,
the only water that DJ thinks is the Murder Creek. That's the only water he's ever crossed.
Well, that's right. But
you have to cross big water. Kind of got salt and jellyfish in it.
The big water to I'll tell you what, man, what a scene.
This is amazing.
And we're getting to watch it from up here.
Yeah, this is cool. It's such a cool spot. Make your plans next year. Alumni, friends, classmates. The Battle of Murder Creek is going to be played at T.R. Miller. I got a feeling we may be broadcasting that again.
I hope we can.
I hope we do. I hope we do.
I hope we get to broadcast this game every single year from here on. I hope we do.
Make your plans to be there. Make your plans to be there. I'm looking forward to seeing this W.S. Neal Blue Eagle team, what they're going to do in the playoffs. I'm not predicting anything. There's a lot of good teams out there. This game, you can't ever tell what's going to happen in it, but Neal played a tremendous game. But let me tell you what I can predict and what I think I'm going to predict very, very accurately.
There he is.
If that man right here stays here, let's just watch him for a second.
Yep.
If he stays here any length of time, this program will be a winner. If he stays here more than 5 or 6 years, I'm calling him a shot. WS Neal win a state championship in football.
Wow. I hear you. Hey, I'll tell you what, man. The guy is a unbelievable.
He's a winner.
He is a winner. He is a winner. I mean, you can just talk to the guy and tell that he wants to win, and he's gonna win.
He's won everywhere he's been.
He's won everywhere he's been. You know where he came from.
Yes, I do.
You know where he played high school football.
Yes, I do.
And they weren't used to losing over there.
The conversation we had with him Thursday in his office. He's kind enough to meet with us and spend a lot of time with us, more than he probably needed to.
Sure.
He looked at me and David. Look at him. Look at him. Y'all look at him. That's an alpha. That's a leader. But he looked at David and I, and he said, since 1995, I have always been coaching football until after Thanksgiving. Think about that.
Wow.
Think about that.
Wow.
That's what you got here at WS Neal.
That is a.
If you're a Neal fan and you're still with us, we're going to be quiet for a second. We want you to watch him.
Yeah.
Camera, keep it on Coach. Pull it in on Coach. Can we pull it in on Coach?
Yeah, she's got him. He's good. That's him.
We're still here. We didn't want to step on the prayer.
No,
so it's a final from East Brewton, Alabama.
27-17. WS Neal tonight. They take home the trophy for 365 days. And the bragging rights that go with it, Tony. And I'll tell you.
Here's where you're at with this team right now, and Coach Andrew Williams. He will celebrate this until the time he closes his eyes. And when he opens his eyes in the morning, he's going to start working on Munford.
He'll be working on Munford. I think, look at all, I mean, there's Susan Rhodes and James Grantham right there in the picture, Lawton Ship. You just can't say enough. Joey Wyatt. You just can't say enough about the support. And there's Coach Williams' wife. And you can't say enough about the support over here of the quarterback club, the booster club, what they've done. And to get behind these guys, and Coach Williams has come in, and I'll tell you, he's put some electricity into this program that not saying that they needed or want or had, but he did it.
No, they needed it.
Yeah,
they needed him, and they got him. WS Neal has a winner.
Yeah, I mean,
WS Neal has a winner. In his first year, he beat his big rival. He beat them convincingly. Outcoached them, they outplayed them, out-game planned them. It was from top to bottom.
He did. I mean, just a fantastic game and a fantastic game plan. And what do you say? I mean, a great crowd, both sides too. I mean, really. I mean, there was people all around the outside fence. We were wondering. The visitor side, yeah.
We wondered each other.
We did.
What kind of crowd Miller would bring, because it's been a little sparse at home. And I got to tell you, there were times there was back and forth, and it was, punch, counter punch. It felt like some of those games from the 80s and 90s and the early 2000s where it was loud and rocking, and it was, helmets flying and snot being knocked out and chin straps coming unbuckled and you don't dare cry on the field kind of game. It felt like that for a little bit, and I would love to see the rivalry get back to that. And I think with Coach Thomas and Coach Williams here, it'll get back with that because Coach Andrew Williams is absolutely a winner. So here we go. Let's wrap it up.
Well, I think was we going to wrap it up or
what you want to do?
Well, I thought he said he was going to come back up here, but maybe he's probably not.
Yeah,
so,
I don't think. I don't think he is,
and that's fine. Hey,
yeah.
that's fine. No problem.
Yeah, we got. I'm gonna check on Stokes before I leave. But anyway, and I was gonna say something about him as well. So, thank you, DJ, for what you do, and Ken for what you do, being able to bring this to people. David won't say this, so I'll say it for him. He knows kids on both sides of that field, and his son was obviously on the TR Miller side, and it was his last game, and it was an emotional game for David, seeing his oldest son play his last high school football game. But David's just, as much as he's hurt for his son, he's just as proud as these kids over here at WS Neal.
Right.
David's a good mentor to a lot of these kids. He's a good baseball coach, good facilitator for a lot of these kids, and he has the kids' best interests at heart. And that's what makes David special and unique. David is also, for what he does on the air, what he does broadcasting football games, and for his personality and charisma, I don't know of anybody better. For years and years before I could get back to Bruton, I would listen to him on the radio as it got broadcast, and I absolutely, thoroughly enjoyed it. So, Ken, BOSSMAN Productions is a great outfit, but that's a great guy.
Hey, but
speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil, but it wouldn't. Let me tell you something. It wouldn't be BOSSMAN Productions without this guy right here. And I mean, let's just call it.
I'm gonna finish my thought, and I was saying this before you walked in, and I mean it with all sincerity. One of the best broadcasters I enjoy listening to, and I was telling them that over the years, however many years you've done it, that I listen to it from my house up in Wetumpka, and my kids listen to it, and know you as DJ, Uncle DJ or DJ, and they've become Miller fans or they've become football fans, especially when you and I would do the Miller games together, which, by the way, for those out there that don't know, all three of us went to TR Miller. David was the voice of TR Miller for a long time. And he was kind enough to bring me in on a few broadcasts in football and baseball. But one of the best broadcasters, bar none. I don't care, ABC, NBC, ESPN. This guy is special. This guy's entertaining, and more of him next year. Hey, or maybe even a playoff game this year. Who knows what the future is going to hold? Y'all go to the BOSSMAN Productions. Y'all like it. Y'all subscribe. What do they need to do, Ken, if they want to keep this thing going?
Hey, if you're on Facebook or if you're watching us on YouTube, go over there to facebook.com/Boss Pro LLC. Like that page, and we'd appreciate it. We want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight. Over 700 at one time, 730, 740 at one time. At one time during, I think, somewhere around the first of the fourth quarter, 10,000 views. Not sure how many there afterwards. I hadn't had a chance to look, but just a tremendous, for the first time. And I know it wasn't perfect. We know it wasn't perfect. I think we said it wasn't going to be perfect when we started. But hey, bumps in the road are bumps in the road, and we're going to take them and move on with them, because that's just what you got to do. And technology sometimes is your friend, and sometimes it can be a enemy.
Well, for as bad as I stumbled over of trying to say how great DJ is at what he does and how much I enjoy it and get out of it personally, you're equally as good as what you do, because folks, you have no idea how hard it is to do what Ken does, and the level of expertise and knowledge you have to have on all this equipment is mind-boggling to me. And so, in my opinion, there's a gem here between you and DJ. And y'all are willing to put in y'all's time, y'all's resources, and effort to provide something like this to a viewing audience. And it's just up to the viewing, and it's a free service, and it's up to the viewing audience to participate and let you know, so sponsors will know, so the funding will be there, so this can happen more often. I think it's a great thing that y'all got going here.
I tell you, Stephen Clark, he wants us to recognize, and I think we should, Army Sergeant Tamara Thurman, Neal class of 1994. She died in the Pentagon on September 11th attack, and we certainly take this time to recognize her for sure, Stephen. again, but Tony, thank you for that. Yeah, I agree with you. DJ is just hard to beat. You know, I mean, and you put, like I've always said, all you have to do is like Robin Williams in Good Morning Vietnam, is you stick the guy in front of a mic, you put a light bulb up there, and as soon as it goes green, I don't know where it all comes from.
He's special.
I can't do it.
He's special. I
can't do it.
He is.
He'll tell you, we started a show a few years back, and he'll tell you, I told him, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to do any of this. I want to push buttons. Nope, you're going to be on camera. I'm like, that's a bad idea. I mean, you know, so it's still a bad idea. But
well, DJ, give us an update.
Give us an update.
I tell you, I appreciate so many people have reached out and tried to text me and inquire about my son's health over there. Took a pretty good shot there in the fourth quarter. Clean hit. It's just football. It wasn't the only hard lick thrown tonight. He was on the wrong end of an especially hard one, but he does have a concussion. I don't think it's anything outside the ordinary. We're going to obviously monitor him for the overnight and make sure that he is somewhat aware. I don't think he's going to remember tonight, which might be a blessing in disguise. Obviously, the things that you would think were bothering him, the lights and the sounds, were pretty painful there for him. But we are hopeful that it's just that. We're thankful for the care that was given to him across the way. And I especially as a parent appreciate the number of people who have reached out to inquire about him. I think he's going to be fine. He's got a little banged up, and that's just kind of part of it.
Well, good. Well, we were concerned about him, and glad to hear that.
I've had about 20 text messages from people wanting to know an update on that. So glad to hear he is okay, and so
take your daddy hat off for a second.
Yeah, take your daddy hat off.
Impression of the game overall.
Yeah.
I tell you, and I talked about it, at the start of the broadcast. A lot of relationships with the guys in the blue jerseys. Enjoyed getting to see their happy faces after the game, hug their necks. I miss PJ. I'm going to try to find PJ a little bit later, but they are obviously excited. They're looking forward to competing next weekend in the playoffs, and you saw it here tonight. Andrew Williams is a star. I've got to spend a lot of time with him on Go Big Blue, and when you're in his presence, you know you're in the presence of an alpha male. He's a man in every sense of the word. You can tell his program has discipline. They are well coached. To be honest with you, and I mean this with all the respect, they don't have the best football players in the world. They've got a bunch of good ones. There's no question about that. But they came out. They play hard. They play smart. You look how they don't turn the ball over. There's no crazy penalties. They're always lined up right. They're sound in a lot of things you have to be sound at to be successful. And if I was Mumford, I'd be a little nervous next week. Number 1 seed against the number 4 seed. But when the Blue Eagles come to town, if you don't show up and play and bring your A effort, you'll be playing basketball this time next week.
Let's touch on athleticism. You spoke of it. Neal's not the biggest. They're not absolutely the most athletic. But the speed was surprising to me. Neal does have good speed. They have a puncher's chance with anybody I think that they face, unless they just have mammoth offensive and defensive lines. That's going to be kind of the weakness for WS Neal. Coach knows that. He actually told us that. But talking about the athleticism and talking about that, they're not the best athletes, but they were certainly the best team tonight. A guy that you and I respect tremendously, in a high school Hall of Fame coach and a coach at TR Miller who I played under, and you did too, not as a head coach. Coach Jamie Riggs, he releases a thing on Facebook, A Minute with Coach Riggs, and I don't know how appropriate or how fortuitous, according to what side of this field you're on, the minute little with Coach Riggs he released today was talking about team and talking about how you form a team. And so if you haven't seen that, you're friends with DJ or friends with me or friend Coach Riggs, go on there and pull it up. He puts them on every Friday, and it's kind of life lessons with some stories built in with his Hall of Fame coaching career. And to paraphrase it, it was, you don't have to have the best athletes, you got to have the best team. You don't have to have the biggest athletes, you got to have the best team. And he tells you how to get become a team. And so that's what we saw tonight. We didn't see necessarily the team with the best athletes and the biggest athletes, but we saw the better team.
Well, you go back to Coach Riggs, you don't get lucky 300-plus times.
Absolutely not.
He certainly, and I think he'd be the first to tell you, had some tremendous help around him, throughout his coaching career. And, of course, he was one of those guys, paid attention to detail, instilled discipline, left the bar of accountability very high. And that was every day. It was not just on Friday nights. It was not just here or there. It was every day. And that's who you became as a person if you stayed in this program. And I think when you have those traits anywhere, you're going to have success. It may be different levels of success, but you're going to have it. I see a lot of that in Andrew here. I mean, I'm just telling you, when he got here in spring training, the level of accountability he holds these kids and the way he expects them to play, you won't see just crazy personal fouls. You won't just see miscues that are more mental mistakes as opposed to being physical. I think he understands that he's outmatched in a lot of different areas, but he finds a way to get the most out of his players. He designs plays where they have a chance to be successful. And when you have that and you have the people that work with him in place, you're going to have some success. And like I said just a moment ago, on paper, it doesn't look good for them going to Mumford. But if I was Mumford, I'd be nervous.
It didn't look good on paper against TR Miller either.
Yeah.
But we saw how that turned out.
Right.
You and I talked about this.
That hamburger looked good a while ago, but I can tell you.
I've got one bite left, and I ain't found my Snicker bars yet. So
I'm going to tell you something.
I'm locking the door till my Snicker bar turns up.
That hamburger was a 14-point underdog when it got brought in there, and it lost bad. I can tell you that.
That thing come in a loser, is what you're saying.
I just dropped it like it's hot.
That was a Whataburger that took about. It wasn't a Whataburger. Thanks
one of those
to James Grantham.
Let me tell you what. Those
great grilled.
You don't get a better hamburger except for the ones you get on a Friday night.
That's a fact. That's
Them Friday night hamburgers are
it's
good.
Something about those grills that I don't know what it is, but that's a fact. But.
You and I got to talk with Coach Williams on Thursday, and we left and kind of had the same thought and was impressed by one statement he made in particular about Miller's offense. And I don't know if you remember what it was.
I do.
Okay. You want to expound on that a little bit?
Well,
because that was impressive to me.
He talked about their identity and maybe how inconsistent they were in establishing an identity. Maybe getting away from some things that should be their bread and butter, wasn't being critical. It was strictly from from analyzing, I guess I should say, breaking down some film. He was certainly impressed with the personnel. He talked about it and how impressed he was with some of the different guys we have. We have good players. We did have a hard time putting it together this year in different areas of the team, and it was a disappointing season all the way around. Where the program grows from here, I don't know. I do know this. A lot of resources are put into it. There has been in the past a lot of support for that program. Questions are going to have to be answered. That's just part of the business. When you have the highest paid coaching staff in public school with 3A, this won't be acceptable, and it shouldn't be. That just kind of goes with the territory. So it will be interesting to see what evaluations are made moving forward, what, if any, changes are made, and kind of see where it goes from there.
But one of the things that Coach Williams said was he knew the number of times they run certain plays. And it's the level of detail and the knowledge that he had translated tonight. Multiple times I said there's nowhere to go with the ball runner. Wherever the ball was at, there seemed to be 3 or 4 Blue Eagles there. And that's because of the intimate knowledge of details that he had about the offense that Miller run. They were set up. They knew where the ball was going. They didn't fall for the misdirection. They were disciplined. They were sound. And it was almost like watching a boa constrictor over time around an alligator.
Yeah.
They just slowly kept putting pressure defensively, and really pretty much second half shut Miller completely down.
I want to change gears for just a second, DJ. Let's recognize the sponsors that helped bring this thing together tonight and that made this thing happen. Obviously, the pregame with
Josh Godwin. I'm going to tell you something, and this is going to take a few minutes to get all this out. In this community, when there's an opportunity to participate and support, Josh Godwin has always been at the front of that line. He is not the only one, but he is certainly one. With his restaurants, David's Catfish, and, of course, Popeye's there on the 4-lane heading out of town towards Flomaton. He has always wanted to participate, especially in activities where our young people were participating. We appreciate Josh Godwin. When you come back, and then we had Andrew Clark and all the good folks there at Trustmark gave us the first quarter, and Andrew's another one of those groups there as a business entity looks to support any way they can. We understand they can't support all of it. They chose to support this. We had a good time in here tonight. Had so many pleasant comments from those that watched the game with us. We appreciate Trustmark. We had also Urgent Healthcare, a new business. Main Street Healthcare, Urgent Care, new into town out there on Highway 31 across from Tom Thumb, just short of the Jet Pep next to Taco Bell. We appreciate them getting on board. Jim Peach Motors, Pete Chevrolet coming in as well. And, of course, our good friend Larry Murphy at Camp 31. Right. Been so supportive in so many different ways. But all those folks is doing a tremendous job to make this broadcast possible. And for those of you that have enjoyed it tonight, you need to understand this in a nutshell. Without their support, it would not have happened. If you had a chance to share one more comment, one more kind word towards each of those, we would appreciate it. I know they would. If you have an opportunity to do business with them, we would appreciate that as well, because they invest in this community over and over again.
I'll tell you what, man. It's we are about let's see, 9 minutes shy of 4 hours. So let's wrap it up. Any closing thoughts, Tony, and let's wrap it up, and we'll get out right before that 4 hour mark, and this thing will archive up like it's supposed to, and we'll get out.
Well, we already recognized one hero, W.S. Neal, was killed in the 9/11 attack.
We did, yes.
And W.S. Neal has another one that I would be remiss if I didn't recognize. I played against his brother, and his mom was actually married to my uncle for a time, and kind of grew up with him up there at my grandma's, and that's Christopher Winchester.
Yes.
He was a U.S. Marine that was killed. He was class of 2000 W.S. Neal. So. Actually, true American heroes, two of them from W.S. Neal,
doubt.
That we need to take time to recognize. So, want to do that. But my thoughts of this game is really going to repeat what I've been saying since the, first or second series is. Neal has a very bright future in front of them, and it was put on display tonight. I haven't watched any games from Neal. I've heard some things, read some things about W.S. Neal. It's the first time I've actually watched some stuff. But we're talking with Coach Williams. I would probably say he's saying in the locker room right now, this is what I want you to look like as a team. This is why we practice. This is why we do those things. I got a feeling he feels like it's kind of culminated and come together tonight, all of the teaching, all the work they've been doing, because they really, really look good defensively. Offensively, some bright spots there. There's a little bit of inconsistency on some stuff, but when they needed to squeeze and turn the heat up a little bit, the play calling was masterful, and they absolutely deserve to win this ball game.
I'm going to leave it right here. For those of you that watched it with us once again, we appreciate you being here. It was so much fun to watch it with you and not just sit there and speak at you without the interaction. But in the years to come, if you have an opportunity and you hadn't been to a Battle of Murder Creek in some time, make vacation plans around it. You will love it. It'll be just the way you remember it when you participated in it, when you watched it, when you were around it. Nothing has changed in those regards. These two teams, it was a heavyweight fight out here tonight. Both teams to be commended. W.S. Neal landed a couple more punches than T.R. Miller went their way. Congratulations to them. T.R. Miller will lick their wounds. A disappointing finish to a disappointing season, but lessons still to be learned there, obviously. But if you get an opportunity in the years to come watch this game in person, you will not be disappointed, and I feel very confident in that.
And I just want to say this, and I said this a little earlier. Thank you to James Grantham.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Susan Rhodes.
Our volunteers on the cameras. I wish I don't have those kids' names. I apologize for that.
Well, I tell you what, we'll find out.
Yeah,
we'll find out who they were, because I tell you what, they did a great job, and BMP we're going to kick them something for that. They did a fantastic
Daniel
job.
Wiggins, Rebecca Dice, and
Isaac. What his name?
It was something. It wasn't Isaac.
Okay,
we'll find out. We'll find out, and hey, listen, we'll buy them dinner. We'll do something for them for sure. But again, James, Susan, all the people with the quarterback club, and everybody's been so supportive of us. We appreciate it. We appreciate everything that you've allowed us to do. We've had a great year, a great season. 10 weeks ago, Big Blue with a started out in the cafeteria.
We got another one next week.
Yep.
They're still playing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but it started out cafeteria.
Yep.
And ended up on a bridge.
On a bridge, yeah. You never know where this will take you. You'll never know where it'll take you.
But